conspiracy theorist by now, let me tell you, if you are not a conspiracy theorist by now, let me tell you, if you are not a conspiracy theorist by now, it's because
you are not intelligent.
They wasn't ready for this back then. They probably not ready for it now. Those that sleep forever gonna be sleep. Those that woke, won't.
Yo soy la reencarnación de Tupac Amaru.
Wait, what?
De Tupac Amaru.
Tupac.
Yo soy la reencarnación de Tupac Amaru.
That's lit.
De Tupac Amaru.
Gang. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun.
They sold us the illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worry that my music has the power of healing. Unleashing all the demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy. Why do you think justice blind?
Each one.
Each one, teach one. Or each one, reach one. It takes time to succeed. It takes time to build. It takes time if you're trying to create and make something. We have to understand that they sold us the illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worried that our powers, our words, our discipline has the power of healing and unleashing all these demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy. Why do you think justice is blind? And I remind you, justice isn't blind because her eyes don't function. She's blind because she has a blindfold put upon her. Now, who put the blindfold on her? I haven't went down that rabbit hole. I just know that the saying is justice is blind. And remember, when you do go in front of the judge, ignorance is not an excuse. So if nobody is listening, hey, I'm talking to myself because I love myself. And because I love myself, I love you. There is a higher self. There is a lower self. There is a regular self. Are you in your higher self at this present time, or are you in your lower self? And it's okay to fluctuate because, there is a thing called the sine wave, or just a wave in general. That's the balance of life. There's ups and downs. Even in the cycle of the day. In the cycle of a day, you got highs and you got lows. That's why I try to live and be and live a stoic life. I try to be stoic, meaning I don't let my emotions run amok. So, people that extremely happy one moment and extremely sad another moment. I just try to be blah. And sometimes that rubs people the wrong way. Today is the Equinox. So I wanted to share this image. It says, those who seek the truth are more than friends. They are brothers. That is the meme of the day, the quote of the day. So if you're out there and you feel alone, you feel disenfranchised, you feel that the world and everyone is against you, first of all, look in the mirror in the situations and look where you at. Sometimes it is you. Sometimes you are the problem. Sometimes it is you that you don't know. You're unteachable. You're unworkable. You're intolerable. You don't know shit. You don't want to do shit. You just want to bump your gums. And that's just, you know what I mean? That's just a fact. You know what I mean? Hey, I was once there. Many people was once there. You got to understand, didn't have the majority of us did not have master teachers as parents. That's the key to this life. If you were born into a household and you have wise parents, a wise father and a wise mother, then you won the lottery. You won the lottery and you are truly blessed. If I learned a quote recently that that every time I say it offends a lot of people, because we're either parents now or we come from parents. But the quote said that no child has the parents that they deserve. I'm gonna repeat that again. No child has the parents that they deserve. When I heard that, it resonated and it blew my mind that it says no child. And since psychology is one of the psychology is one of the disciplines or the areas of knowledge that I like to delve into. It I started to ponder more on that. Now I remember of Bane, and the story of Bane, when he told Batman, you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. And by then, it was nothing to me but blinding. And then I think that's when he broke his back. Pause, no homo, no diddy. You see, so sometimes we complain about our past, that we had to go through ups and downs, and we had a hard knock life and a bumpy road. And that's true. The majority of us, this life is easy for nobody. Even if you do have wise parents and wise counsel, you still have to go out there and put in the work. You still have to lift up the bricks. You still gotta work. You still gotta go out there and earn your keep. Make friends or fight and defend yourself wherever you're at in the world. This world it's a hard place. And that's just what it is. For whatever reason, we're here. We have brother Vlad joining. I don't know if he what happened. But if he comes back, we're gonna tap in with brother Vlad, the impaler of serpents. So, that's why it's good to every day, in every way, keep improving. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a word a day, or you already knew the word, but you have a deeper understanding, or, you know, you're learning new skills, a new way of thinking, or you're mastering something already. You've learned something. It's like you know, when I learned chess from an OG, you know, he told me that chess it's easy to learn, but difficult to master. And that holds true for many things in this realm. You know, we have to keep working on self, and then every day working on self, we will eventually, move on to another stepping stone. See, this realm, in my humble opinion, it's not the realm that we want to, master. I always bring up to people, go back and look. I'm gonna have it ready for you guys next time, or have it ready on these feeds, to have it on hand. When in the Matrix movie, when when what was his bitch ass name? When Cypher, Cypher, he's making the deal with Agent Smith to backdoor um Neo and them, you know. And what did he ask for? He wanted to taste the steak, the meat eater, and he said he wanted to, when he goes back to the Matrix the next time, he wanted to have power and have money. Basically he wanted to be a Diddy. You know what I mean? What's up, brother Vlad?
Hey, what's up, my bro? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man. And if I can hear you, the rest of the world can hear you, but most importantly, God can hear you. What's good, bro?
You know how we do, bro. Just over here. Say, so you talking about the Matrix right now?
Yeah, the Matrix movie. The Matrix movie, not our Matrix, you know what I mean, but the Matrix movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I was listening. Keep spitting game, my bro.
No, I was just, because that part, sometimes, when we watch movies at a certain age or a certain point in time, we aren't really enlightened. We don't have our vision clear. We see things, but we don't really understand what we're seeing. You know what I mean? A lot of, or even when we read a book, or even if you want to see it this way, the Bible. You feel me? There's people that read the whole Bible from A to B. The whole, from A to Z, and they read it, but they understood what they understood. But some people, when they go back and they read it again, they catch something different. They're like, oh wow, it's the same book, the same paragraph, the same scripture, but they get something out of it different. You know what I mean? So same thing with movies, or same thing with experience. Has that happened to you
Yeah.
before? Has that happened to you
Oh
before?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, because last time, man, I went back and checked the audio last live, and my shit sucked, man. Say, for example, you know how fucking Messi came with the commentary last time he came on, right? Telling us about what happened and so what and what happened, right?
Right.
So me, I mean, I guess, bro, I went and checked out the Cheeseman and shit, what was going on, and some dudes got mad at the fact that that dude's homie, the guy Alizar or whatever his name is from that Sakari group, they threw him under the bus. They went out there and You know, so they were bringing out scriptures like, hey man, in the scriptures right here, they said that's wrong to do that shit, you know. And then you see another group, no, bro, in the scriptures right here, it says that we're supposed to do that, you know. So they start reading their own scriptures, and everybody got their own scriptures, you know. So I'm like, which one is the right scripture, bro? Then, you know, like, yeah, because some were pulling out like, you don't supposed to. If you want to say something to your brother, you got to go up to him in private. And other motherfuckers, no, you know, let it know, you know, let me have it, you know, me on the rooftops type of shit. And I'm like, you see, like you said, bro, anybody can bring out a scripture, you know, and they can make it, you know, they can make it in their favor. So that's why I can't fuck with that book, you know. But I tell you what, like you was bringing out earlier, it's more about loyalty amongst each other, bro.
Right.
It was bringing up these secret societies and so forth. Oh, you don't see the Freemasons, you know me, or anybody like that, or the Illuminati or whatever, just bringing out shit and just throwing it out for everybody to, you know, just have at it. They handle that shit in private, bro. You know, they do those things and whatever, you know. That's what I'm saying. When it comes down to these Bible readers, they're always out there to judge you. They're ready to put a scripture out there, like you know, one scripture is gonna tell it all, but anybody can flip them scriptures and make it sound the way it's like, you know, they want that shit to sound like, you know.
Yeah.
So that shit right there, bro. Like I say, I'm not into that Israelite shit no more or anything. But you can still learn something from the way people behave and how they handle business. So you don't handle business like that with your brother. So you know, you're more disciplined in the way you handle those type of situations if they ever come about. You know, I was hearing how they were saying that, you know, he needs to repent. Look what he did. You know, look how, you know, look what he did to the nation and da da da. And I was like, what the fuck did he do to you guys? You know, as far as what the bro did, you know, like, what did he do to you, motherfuckers? Do a little kinky in his sex life, you know. And
Right.
he's a leader, but he didn't hurt no children. He didn't hurt. He didn't snitch on nobody. He only hurt himself, man. You know, and the disloyalty, you know, amongst those people, man. Like, he didn't do shit to you, bros. You know what I mean? He's a leader. I get it. And it don't look right as a leader to be doing those kinky things and all that, man. You know, but not everybody want to bring out scriptures trying to judge the guy and, you know, repent, you know, for what you did to the nation. And I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't found anything he did to you guys personally. But like I said, bro, that was some shit they're supposed to handle in private, you know. And like when we used to be in that little group I told you about, bro, when we used to meet you, like how we met in that little group, right? And you know what happened in the inner circle, and bro wanted to come on and put it out there and argue in front of everybody, and I didn't want to, though, you know. I was like, that's not good. That's not a good look. We should handle whatever we want to handle right now, right here, bro. But not, you know, that's bro, you're not gonna get nowhere. You know, you're not gonna get nowhere with that type of deal. And then they want to bring out scriptures and all that, and trying to, you know, oh, I'll cut you with the scriptures. You know, I got a two-edged sword right here, and I'll cut you with it. Yeah, bro, you can cut with that scripture. It's more like how convincing you are with it. Like, it's not if it's true or not. It's more like how convincing you are the way you read those scriptures. You know, oh yeah. That pertains to this case and that case, and that's why I stopped that shit right there. Those scriptures, dude, they're dangerous, bro, in the wrong hands. People don't stop, bro. They're just dangerous. Those scriptures in the wrong hands. People do a lot of bad. Think about it, bro. This whole place got conquered with those scriptures, bro.
Right.
You know. And like you said, in their heart, bro, they believe that shit was right. You know, they believe that what they were doing to these natives, how they were like putting them in check because they came over here and these natives were living in idolatry, as they say. You know, that they believe by killing and, you know, and pillaging these people, and that was a punishment for doing what they were doing. They believe they were being righteous in their heart with those scriptures, dog. Say, just like the Israelis right now, they believe that what they doing, bombing those Palestinians and all that shit, is righteous. You know, this is in the Bible. This is in the scriptures. Yeah, I tell you, man.
I can't say if those people, whoever, all the colonizers and the people in Israel, that they believe that they was righteous, I can't say that, you know what I mean, because I don't know what was in those people's hearts. But one
Yeah.
thing that we can say that's a fact 100% is that, like what you were saying, that they were using that book to kind of like say that it was righteous, you feel me? But feeling one thing and using one thing as a tool is a different thing. Any tool in the hands of somebody full of hate and poverty, you know what I mean, is dangerous. Any tool, you feel me? You give a fool a hammer, he's not gonna build a house, bro. He's not gonna build a birdhouse. He's gonna fuck shit up. He's gonna probably break a window, go bipping, like they say. You know what I mean? Break windows. You know what I mean? Or any tool. You know what I mean? So, I've learned to for myself, because I used to be those that spoke, hate on the Bible. You know what I mean? Fuck the Bible. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I used to, you know what I mean? But if I would have had that hate, I probably would have never been in that group with in the powwow with them, because but I still understand why some people have the hate. But for some people, you can't even mention the Bible because they just start, like, it triggers them. You know what I mean? They're like, oh fuck. And I don't know why some people are like that. Some people have come from trauma. Some people have been molested by preachers, pastors, priests. You know what I mean? So they don't want nothing to do with that religion. You know what I mean? Other people, you say just the word God, just the word God, it just triggers them like to the utmost. Oh no, you know what I mean? And you don't even know which God you're talking about. There's so many gods, but they think the God of the Bible, you know what I mean? A blue-eyed with the long beard type person. So yeah, man, and that's part of healing. Like, a lot of people need healing from that book, because that book has caused a lot of hurt here in this realm for many moons. That I do agree with that 100%. And it's not the book that caused harm. It's that people use that book, like how you said, to manipulate people or to, say something. Everything good over there?
Yeah. I'm just dealing with a little bit something right here. But yeah, I'm listening. So yeah, like I told you, bro, you have an incomplete puzzle. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Incomplete puzzles.
That's what the Bible is. I keep bringing it up. Books missing in the Old Testament, bro. Books missing, dude. You don't got the complete puzzle. They talk about all the priests that's not even there no more in that book. And know that. So now you just in the hand of the manipulator, bro. People that can manipulate that shit now. Now you don't know what the fuck. Like me, bro. If we had like a puzzle, 1,000, you know what I mean? 1,000
Yeah.
puzzles, bro. And there's 30 puzzles missing out of there, bro. We can draw some puzzles, bro. We can make whatever shape and whatever, bro. That's not it, bro. We just making shit up. ¿Me entiendes? And that's how I feel about that book, bro. Like, and it's sad that people, people really take that shit literal like that, though. It just, I don't know. What do you think, bro? I mean, that's
No,
how I look at it.
No, I agree with your perspective. I just look at it from another perspective. Like remember that time we talked about was it one of them Vladimirs, the Dracula and his family, bro. This was an elite family, bro. And I'm talking about rulers of the rulers, you know what I mean? In ancient time, like, elite family. And what was curious to me, bro, all the elite families in those ancient times, bro, they decided to kind of like the same thing where we looked up with the Khazars, the Khazars. What did they say? That they had to choose up into 3 different gangs. This is similar to like that video I sent you, about the prison. You know what I mean? That the movement, whatever was happening at the moment, you know what I mean? Everybody decided, look, you got to choose up. So the Khazars, they asked them, look, you got to become a Christian, Muslim, or Judaism. And they chose Judaism. The Jews, right? The ones that the Khazars, they chose Judaism. And now supposedly that's one of the origins of these modern day Jews. So it's the same thing. Like, what's curious to me is like, how come all these elite families decided, Christianity? So, but when they decided to rock with that, they rocked with it. You know what I mean? And they knew that was the tool. That's all it is, bro. It's just a tool. We don't have to understand if it's real or not. What is real is that it's a tool. Not that if the Abraham in the Bible, that's why the Jews don't believe in it, bro. In my opinion, that's the reason why they don't fuck with it. Now they'll use it against you, you know what I mean? Because you believe in it. It's not their fault that you believe in it. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about to the public, right? If you believe in something, like come on, bro. If you believe in ghosts, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to manipulate you, bro. I'm gonna talk all kind of ghosts. I'm gonna tell you all kind of ghost stories. You know what I mean? It's not my fault you believe in it. I don't believe in it.
I feel it.
So when you talk to like the Christian brothers, when you talk about, what was one of the brothers in the group? He was like, nah, I only rock with the Old Testament, not the New Testament. And he got triggered when you mentioned the New Testament. He got triggered when you mentioned he called him JC. He didn't even want to say his name. You're on mute right now. I don't know if you're saying something.
No, I'm just laughing. You talking about the waters, right? Yeah, I'm laughing, bro.
But I'm not even really talking about the waters, because I know that the waters, he's just an example of many people like that. There's many people like that. True or not? You that know more about, people in that community. Is there not thousands of people that believe exactly what the waters believe, that they do not rock with the New Testament?
Oh yeah. I mean, and vice versa. You got people that get mad if you don't believe in Jesus. You know what I mean? They get mad if you say Jesus is a Roman and Greek book, bro. That they just added. That's what's called Yazoo. You know what I mean? I try to tell schools Yazoo, bro. Yah means, you know what I mean? He back then, because there was no J's in those days. It's only Y's. And Zeus, you know who Zeus is, you know? And also Joshua or Joshua from the Old Testament. And all that, bro, they just typology shit, they took from the OGs, Romans, and you can't tell that to a fucking Hebrew Israelites, because basically these guys, especially the Hebrew Israelites, they try to say they're not Christians. Oh, they always talk shit about the Christians, but they themselves, they're Christians, bro. That's what you are, man. And same thing with the waters. When the water says some shit like that, he hears some shit like that, he gets all mad, and the opposite, So that's why I went in that group, bro. I wanted to get down with this shit. I really wanted I didn't go in, and that's what they got mad at me for, man. Because I didn't just take take that type of shit, and I just went along, bro. I was there to fucking learn, dude. If it's a teacher teaching me fucked up math and it don't make sense when I equal that bitch, I'm gonna ask some questions, bro. And those brothers don't like that shit, though. They don't like questions. They just have a lot of, they have a lot of answers, man. But questions, hey, bro, hey, no, this is the way it is. This is the way we move. And like you were saying, a lot of these dudes, bro, once they have that lie going, they don't even know how to stop, because they got to satisfy all these viewers and stuff, And that's the dangerous thing about being on this internet, dude. You can't be attached to these viewers and all that shit. You got to be willing to lose it all, bro, just for the truth. You know what I mean, Romeo? You got to be willing to lose it all, bro, just so you can be on the side of truth, bro. And a lot of these bros ain't ready to do that shit, though. But yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna handle this real quick, but go ahead, my bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, our job right now is just to analyze this realm, and part of analyzing this realm is, bro, it's understanding nature. We need to analyze, break down, understand, and then overstand. You know what I mean? and then understand. You know, a lot of people, they're just happy with, you know, like the other day I was telling you that I bought that one thing in there, bro. Some people don't read the manual, bro. Some people are happy, you know, going into the box and just playing with the toy or the appliance or the tool, you know, just doing whatever they want to do with it. You know, and that's what I used to do. But do you know how many toys I done broke like fresh out the box, bro? Like I didn't read the manual because I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to, you know, like now, if I have a son or a daughter, bro, and I buy them a toy, which I wouldn't even really buy toys no more, you know what I mean? Because, you know, we could build toys, you know what I mean? Why buy toys? You know what I mean? Do you know who the major toys makers of the world are? They're Jews.
The Jewish people, yeah, I figured.
Hasbro, and you know, and all them toy, they're that's what I'm telling you about this world, bro. That's why I respect the Jews, bro. You know, if any Jew ever come and be like, you anti-Semite, which we already know that the terminology Semite. See, that's what I'm telling you about. How you gonna argue every time with a Semite about the word and the terminology when the fact of the matter is that that's what they're called nowadays? You know what I mean? That's like us going into a prison and arguing about their terminology, but they've been using this terminology for longer than we just got there. We just got there. You know what I mean? We just got there. And they're using this terminology for decades. You know what I mean? Everybody just agreed that that's the terminology that they're using in the prison. And we're gonna go in there and we're gonna be like, you know what? You're using that word wrong.
No, yeah, Ben. To be honest, a lot of those Jewish people don't even know what the fuck that means when they're
Right.
saying you anti-Semitic or you want. I'm like, dude, you like, I had to go and find out myself, bro. You haven't found out? They get so lazy with their own information, you know?
like
Uh,
all of us are, bro. We were all born into this shit. Like a lot of shit that we learned from our parents. And where did they learn it from? They learned it from their parents and the basic school system. You know what I mean? Like that's why you have everyone. I recommend, bro, that everyone travels the world, bro. Like get out of your comfort zone and go travel the world, and not just travel like a tourist. You know what I mean? Don't just go to a fucking place for 1 week. You know what I mean? Go to the most tourist place like Mexico, right? What's the most tourist place in Mexico? Cancun, for example, right? You know what I mean? Bro, that's not Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Just because Cancun is in Mexico doesn't mean that it's Mexico. You know?
yeah, go ahead, keep going, bro. I'm about to pay for this little thing, but keep going.
All right. So, you know, I had a brother from another country that he was like, hey, when you go out to this country, you know what I mean? When you go out to this country and I'm there, you know, I'm gonna take you to the real countryside. I'm gonna take you to the real country. You know, he was talking about Jamaica. You know what I mean? He was a Jamaican brother. So he was like, I'm gonna take you to real Jamaica. Now I'm not, you know, I ain't gonna take you to like Kingston and you know, all the tourist sites. You know what I mean? You know, every country has, you know, this the place where it's the most tourists. You know what I mean? But that's not the real country. You know what I mean? The real country is where, you know, you talk to the people that never really ever been to the other places or whatnot. So that's when you travel the world like that and you live with people and you eat what they eat and you learn how they think, how they walk, how they talk, the reasons why they are the way they are. You know, that opens something in your mind, you know what I mean? That you start thinking, well, you know what I mean? This is interesting. They're humans just like us, but why do they call this something different? You know what I mean? Why do they do this differently? You know, and then you cross the border, you know, to another country. It could be a mile away. It could be right next door. It's a whole nother country, but they see things totally different. They call something totally different. They use other books. They don't believe in the other religion from the other side. They have another religion, and they eat different. They cook the beans different. They cook the rice different. You know what I mean? You know, and so on and so forth. And that's why, you know, sometimes, you know, you don't have to, if you don't have the opportunity to travel the world, because I understand that takes a certain amount of money, you know, to travel the world. If you want to travel it a certain way, because, you know, you got the other group that's called like backpackers, you know what I mean? That they'll, you know what I mean? They travel the world on foot, kind of like what Jesus did, and his little society, you know what I mean? That they asked Jesus, hey Jesus, what you want me to bring with me, man? Some sandwiches, some peanut butter and jellies, you know what I mean? Some what you want, a machete? What do you think we need out there? What did Jesus tell him, man? Just put on some sandals, just put on some clothes and some sandals, and let's go. And then reading on other topics and other stories, what did I got you. And reading about other stories, what I learned about reading about India and about like the saints out there, you know what I mean, that's what they were doing. Like in Buddhism, you know, they believe, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna go begging for food as saints, as you know, as preachers. You know, if our game is good, you know, the people that we're preaching to, they're gonna feed us, they're gonna offer us. If they see us pure, if they see us humble and preaching the word, they're gonna feed us. I respected that, bro.
No, yeah. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah. Now I have to wait this low real quick, bro. I might get in trouble when I enter Cali because this motherfuckers are strict, bro. My shit overloaded on the axles and shit. You gotta have it right on it. Can't pass 80,000 pounds type of shit, bro. So I gotta be on that shit, you know. Or they charge you $1 for each fucking pound. So if I don't have if I go 1,000, that's $1,000.
And that's out of your pockets.
That's out of my pockets, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that type of shit, my bros.
Well, I respect that, bro. Like, I'm not against rules and discipline no more, bro. You know what I mean? Now, I understand, like, you know, that the ones who made all these rules, you know, they made it to, you know, line their pockets because, you know, we're dealing with lawyers and we're dealing with people from the trade, right? But for us, we're growing up in this shit, you know, we need to be more disciplined. You know what I mean? We need to be more, you know what I mean, on the ball, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, my
Just
bro. But yeah, go ahead.
No, just like I just wanted to say, you know, when you sent me the thing about the measurements, right? What was it?
Yeah.
2.54, right? The inch, right?
Yeah. The inch.
You know,
centimeters and shit.
well, you know, that's exactly what discipline is. You know, you know the rule of the carpenter, right? The carpenter's rule.
Oh, measure twice and cut once, no?
Right. Like when I read that, bro, that blew my mind. I had to take note, bro, because I come from another school. Like, it's okay, bro. Just do whatever you want. You know, there's more. We could just, you know, just cut more. No, bro. You know what I'm saying? We want to cut all the bullshit, all the shenanigans, all the tomfoolery, anything that, you know, we want to go hard on us before we can go hard on other people and start, you know, like the Bible says, you know, before you judge other people, judge yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these other dudes that's fucking other men, man. If it's consentful and they're happy, like you said, they're not bothering nobody, bro. But these people are in this group, they're butt hurt. You see the phrase butt hurt?
Yeah, bro. On that guy's scenario, he was what they call that shit, peg or pagan? I don't know what the fuck they keep saying.
I don't know exactly what it is. I just heard that, you know what I mean? It's some kind of like, you know, it's kind of like the strap-on type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I was like, that's his deal. The only thing is that, like I said, when you put yourself in a bubble, bro, you calling yourself a leader and a chief and all that, bro. There's no coming back from that. Just like when I used to see fools that back in the day, I told you that little story about this guy. I went to this place called Lancaster, right? I know you know where that's at, Lancaster, Palmdale. I told you I grew up in foster homes and shit, so I was moved over there, and I went to that school, and there was this tough looking dude, buff looking, and you know, and he put himself in this bubble, and he was so tough, bro. Like, yeah, you like he was showing me all around, like, yeah, bro, this is what the classes with the gym is, bro. Anybody fuck with you, man, you let me know. He was like, I got your back, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh man, I was all impressed, you know. I'm riding with the toughest dude in school. I was like, nope. And then one day in the cafeteria, bro, he stepped on this cholo's fucking shoes, bro. You remember back in the day, don't step on my sneakers type of shit. And
That's utmost respect. Disrespect.
yeah, and the bro, he didn't notice he stepped on him, and he kept walking, and the dude was like, hey homie, what the fuck, homie, what homie, you ain't gonna say nothing though, like, you know, like what? He tried to act hard. And the dude, you know how it went back then, well, I see you after school type of shit. So everybody knew about it. You know, and I've been knowing this dude for like a good month already. Oh, and this dude's been talking tough to me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna see this dude in action finally, dog. You know, I'm gonna see this dude how, you know, because he been running his mouth that he's the best at this and he can do this. Like, anybody fuck with you, just, you know, come and tell me. And but then I seen it in his face when, you know, everybody was like, oh yeah, bro, after school, bro, we can't wait, you know. And I can just see it in his face, and I'm like, because I always been a kid from the streets, bro. I know bitch mates, bro, when I see it, you know. So I'm like, all of a sudden, I don't see that toughness in this dude, bro. You know, so we went after school, bro. We all went down to a little ditch. The cholo dude was waiting down there, took off his shirt. He was in his white beetle. Just come down, motherfucker. I'm ready for you, you know. And that fool, I could see in his fucking, in his look, bro. But, you know, but he was scared. He put himself in this bubble, bro. If he would have just told me, bro, I don't fight, I would never expected this shit. Nobody would have. But he went and told everybody that this is who he is.
Right.
So I'm like, oh shit, man. So it's about to go down. Then he went down in the ditch on me. Let's go out for a little bit. One punch to the face, bro. One punch to the face, and the dude ran and shit. You know, he passed me, picked up his backpack, and ran, homie. I was like, what the fuck? And I just felt embarrassed, bro. And to be honest, I thought the dude, bro, because the dude was talking shit to his homies now. Like, yeah, laughing. Everybody was laughing. I mean, we was with him. It was three of us with the dude. You know, and I was like, oh shit, we look like bitches and shit. And I'm the new guy in school, so you know how we take that shit, bro. Like, just like going to jail, homie. You let this motherfucker start with you the first time, they're never gonna let off of you. You know, so I was like, yeah, so I was like, fuck that. He was laughing, yeah, you bitches, yeah, that's your homie. I bet you all bitches. He was all calling us out, and all the other dudes I was with, they were like, because they were all bitches. They were all bitches, bro. I just came from fucking. So I was like, shit, I took my shirt out, like, bro, not me, motherfucker. I went down there, bro, and we handled it, dog. And I whooped his ass, bro. I ain't even bragging. I whooped the dude's ass, bro. We squabbled, and I whooped his fucking ass and everything, bro. But the whole point to this fucking story is, bro, don't put yourself in a bubble. We're talking about this guy that got caught doing some sexual shit. Every time he was on the streets, he used to laugh at the faggots. He used to laugh at the this and the that, at the dudes that, you know, addicted to porn, at the dudes that would smoke weed. But then he doing all this shit behind the walls, and that's what got him being judged in this shit, bro. That's why everybody started, because you swore that you was this top, you know, high priest motherfucker and shit.
Yeah.
And you put yourself in a bubble, bro, when you decided to go on this type of shit. You know, and that's what happens. People expect these things from you. Stop putting yourself in bubbles, bro. That's all I'm saying. Just tell motherfuckers, like, if I tell you, bro, like, I like getting down, bro. I don't mind that shit, dog. If somebody calls me out, and I told you, if the guy's bigger than me, I tell you straight out, bro, I'm gonna pull an equalizer out, bro. That's why they always talk shit about the Hispanics. Why you always pulling out knives? You know, the black dudes always said that to us when we was in jail. Why you pulling knives out, bro? Why you pulling? Motherfucker, you're bigger than me, dog. You know what I mean? Most black dudes in there are bigger than the Hispanic dude, bro. You motherfuckers are like 6 something, bro. And most of the average Hispanic is like 5'8". I never just said I was the badass fighter. And motherfuckers, oh, if you're a badass fighter, you might as well just fight anybody like that. No, bro. I draw the line. I tell you, I fight motherfuckers my size and maybe a little tiny bigger, bro. But when they get past a certain height, bro, nope. I'm pulling something out, homie. I'm pulling the equalizer out, dog. You call me a bitch all you want, bro. The ones that do 6'5" and 200 some pounds and I'm only 6'1", 185, you know, nah, dog. I draw the line. I don't pull myself in those bubbles. I'll fight anybody. I'll fuck any. No, bro. I tell you straight off the back. This is who I am, bro. I'll fight anybody square and fair. My size. That's why in boxing, bro, we have weight limits and shit, bro. You know, like,
Yeah.
and then like that motherfuckers don't know, bro. Like, oh yeah, he never lied, dude. Like he tells you straight out, like, yeah, somebody bigger than him, he's gonna pull out the knife. He's gonna, because you know what? He got more weight on me, bro. He's gonna kill me. It's not fair that he's doing that shit to me, bro. So you want me to fight fair? That's how I look at shit, you know. So, but there's bros out there that put themselves in those bubbles, like, bro, I fuck anybody up, homie. Nobody better fuck with me in it. And guess what, dog? That day come, a big ass dude comes up to, no little guy, a big ass dude. You gotta do that shit. And if you don't do it, and then you happen to pull a knife in that move, oh, you a bitch, they're gonna call you. You know, they're gonna, because you never told them from the get-go, dog, this is the way I roll, dog. You know,
Right.
I don't want to go too much off the topic, but that's how I consider that shit. That's why that dude got judged the way he got judged, because he put himself in that type of bubble. Like, hey man, I'm pure, I'm holy, I don't do those things. And there he is, bro. You do those things.
Now that's a great lesson. You feel me? That you know, that's the difference between a civilian and a gang member. You know what I mean? A civilian, he could walk the street, he could go anywhere. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Untouchable. You know what I mean? Because he's a civilian. He don't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? But soon as, but soon as you say, okay, I'm blue gang or I'm red gang, okay, you know what I'm saying? So you put on the blue hat or you put on the red hat, just two colors, for example. You know what I mean? Okay, so that means that now you got the blue hat. So now the red, you know what I mean? The reds are gonna have it for you, or vice versa. You feel me? Same thing with a Christian, bro. Like
Yeah.
soon as a Christian says, "Oh, I'm a Christian," okay, well, you're gonna get held to a higher standard. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the shit that fucks them up, because these people ain't really like that. They, like I told you, bro, the CIA, they know every person has a motherfucking public life, a family life, and a private life. But everybody, every Christian or people, they want to put this shit like, bro, like, this is all I am. You got all of me, 100%. Stop lying, bro, and they're going to find you out. ¿Me entiendes? And but bringing that shit back to the, you're talking about civilians, right?
Right.
They know that shit. What's that motherfucker's name? That black dude that be going around talking shit. What's his name?
Charleston White.
Charleston White, right? That's what he uses, bro. I'm not a gangbanger. I can snitch. I'm a civilian, homie. I don't gotta abide by those rules, bro. And you know, I feel it, bro. Like not everybody's supposed to be, you know, bound by those rules, bro. There's some civilians out there, they're allowed to snitch, bro. They didn't participate in this gang shit, you know.
Yeah, that's good you brought it up, because you know we need to clear things up for the public. So in case any young brother or any type of age brother, you feel me? Because I don't care what age you is, you know what I'm saying? You could be 60 something and still think like a dumb fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I salute you if you found yourself here, you know what I mean? Because here we're gonna clear shit up. We're gonna clear up these concepts. So first and foremost, you know, Charleston White, he says some real shit once in a while. Then he says some foul shit. Then you know what I mean. Then he says some stupid shit. So he just be all over the place. You know what I mean. But we're not talking about him or there. We're just using him as an example. So you know, a snitch is it comes from the criminal activity, right? So if me and you decide, hey, you know what I mean, let's break into this house, right? Let's burglarize this house. Okay, all right, we're brothers, we're crime brothers, you know what I mean? We want to do this crime together. Okay, and then once I or you get arrested, you know what I mean, you start telling on me or I start telling on you, you know, that's snitching. You know what I mean? That's what a snitch is. You know what I mean? But a civilian seeing a crime, you know what I mean? A civilian being a witness to a crime, and the police ask him, what did you see? Oh, I seen this and that. That's not snitching. You know what I mean? He's just being a witness to a crime. You know what I mean? That's
hey, bro.
Go ahead.
And it goes deeper than that, bro. You can't even snitch on your enemies, bro. Type of shit when you're in that criminal life. Not even on your enemies, bro. You know, you were just talking about your homies, bro. Like the 6ix9ine thing, right? But we know him and shit. Like, you remember the whole with that 6ix9ine dude? What's his name? With the guy with the rainbow hair? You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
he's doing his thing in Mexico.
He's-
They love him in Mexico now.
I hear that now. You know, but he was snitching right on dudes that was trying to get at his girl. You know, and they put him in there practically because you know that fool was no real gangster. You know that he was just he's a wannabe. I know a wannabe. Come on, he got rainbow hair, dog. Come on. You know, but the moment he noticed what they were doing while he was in there, he was like, these dudes. I'm staying loyal to this shit. You know, but hey, remember, bro, you put yourself in that bubble. You put yourself. You
Your
wife or
audio.
whatever you.
Go ahead. I
My
think
bad, my bad. Go ahead, my bro. If my audio's bad, just let me know. So I stopped because I really want to put the message out there.
Now you just came back. You crystal clear now. What you were saying?
Yeah. But like I said, that dude, I don't care if they were trying to get at your wife, bro, or what. You put yourself in that bubble, bro. You join a gang, dog. That's it for you, dog. Now take that, homie. That's how it goes. You don't know that shit? They didn't tell you that when you go to jail, your girl might be going with another dude and shit, dog. That's life, bro. That's how it goes when you're in this gang shit. That's the thing, man. Some motherfuckers gotta educate these youngsters. Do them a favor, bro, before you put them in, because that's how you get snitches in your gang. Let them know everything, all the consequences. Because when I was in jail, bro, I got bros that know, bro, that going to jail is part of it. Your girl gonna leave you, it's part of it. I might not see my kids ever again, it's part of it, bro. You gotta just know all the rules before you go into the rules. And if you don't want to, bro, make it happen right now. That's why I told you all that gang shit is bullshit in me, dog. I never been a snitch, bro. I never done that shit. But you know, I don't put myself in that bubble no more. I'm a grown ass man, bro. You know, I just met my 40s, homie. You know, so think I got time to think like that? I'll tell you straight out who I am, and I'll tell you who I was too, bro. But I'm telling you who I am right now, though. You know, I'm letting you know exactly who I am right now. So little dudes that want to join gangs and all that shit, remember that shit, dog. If you get locked up, yeah, let me use these words. They're gonna fuck your wife, bro. If you get locked up, you're not gonna see your kids no more, bro. If you get locked up, bro, you might get shanking there. You know, if you get locked up, all these things gonna happen. And you remember that shit because once you know you start snitching, homie, you got a jacket on you, dog. So you remember that shit before you decide to make those moves. It was never made for the weak. And I think that's where gangs fuck up, bro. Like you were saying the other day, they just worry about the numbers. But they just put in any motherfucker in there because, you know, those guys, they just feel like in the spirit in that moment. Like, I want to be a gangbanger. But you better explain the rules to these dudes, dog. I just give him a tattoo saying you from this gang type of show. Just jump them in. Explain to the rules before you go forward with this shit because that's how you get snitches and bitches. But go ahead, my bro.
And you even got to go further. You got to understand that just because you're in a gang don't mean that gang is going to be loyal to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like people think that, oh, you know what I'm saying? I joined the gang. So, you know, bro, do you know how that, why do you think there's so many gang rejects throughout history? But everybody jumps out the gang sooner or later, bro, because everybody wakes up, be like, what the fuck was I doing in there? It was fun at the beginning, like, oh, you know, yeah, we're breaking bread together, we're drinking, we're eating together, we're fucking bitches, we're beating up the ops or whatever. But then, you know, shit get real. You know what I mean? It's like so yeah. back to Daniel 6ix9ine. The reason why he was supposedly, I'm not excusing it, but the reason why, you know, he was snitching on supposedly his own gang because I understand what you were saying, like in jail, you know, you go to jail, hey, your wife is on the street. Anybody could get her. You know what I mean? Like she like you better if you're but I read a study, bro, that a woman is gonna stay loyal to you 1 year in jail. Like the average woman, she will hold on and have faith and be faithful 1 year. After that, you know what I mean? She's for the streets, bro. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna now salute to those women who stay down longer, because there is women. I've heard stories where women have tested the test of time. They do, you know what I mean, was up in there for 10 years, and they stood strong. You know what I mean? They're still together now. At the same time, maybe the dude was like, gave her the green light, bro. You like, honey, you know what I'm saying? Go do what you got to do. You know what I mean? You got to put food on the table. I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Go do what you got to do. But that's maturity, bro. This is real life shit in this earth, in this realm. See, that's why we need to get out of our feelings and start. Everybody sees the world, like you said about the Bible. They want to grab a scripture and use it the way they want to use it. Well, fuck all that. Let's just talk about the real scenarios that could be, like how you talk about, like, you okay, you everybody talking, or not everybody, but say you want to bang on the beast, okay, but how about when the beast come? Like, like how we talked about all the scenarios when the beast come, what's gonna happen? Are you prepared for that? You know what I'm saying? Like what you're talking about, right? So
Yeah.
So back to this 6ix9ine character, you know what I mean? His supposedly his own gang, his own brothers, like the ones that he was fucking with most, was fucking his baby mama. You know what I mean? So he was that's what he was that like, bro, I'm the one, because he was their money maker. You know what I'm saying? He was the one, he was the breadwinner. He was the one feeding the gang. You feel me? So if anything, they should have protected him. But you know how poverty is, bro. This ain't about black or being Mexican or being any type of race. Wherever there's poverty, there's gonna be the same thing. You dig what I'm saying? Wherever there's poverty, you're gonna see the same symptoms. So that's that's why we're trying to become master teachers and masters of this realm and masters of the universe, bro. All we need to do is identify these characteristics. That's like, bro, some people understand cars more than they do people, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Oh,
and that's what I mean.
Go ahead.
You got to lay out the rules. Be righteous. At least if you're gonna be, lay out the rules, bro. Lay out the rules and shit. You know, like right there, for example, on that Hebrew Israelite shit, bro. Once the guy's shit was put out front, he started throwing everybody under the bus. But such this shit, bro. Such, you know what I mean, was messing with somebody's wife, you know. La, you know. And they just throwing each other like, oh, bro, that's some snitch shit. But in your Bible, you guys kept swearing, homie, like, you know, we got to talk this in private. Nobody gets out the wife, and nobody does this type of shit. Nobody fornicates. You guys didn't follow the rules, bro. Now, accept the consequences, homie. That's what it is, homie. You got to know there's rules in every fucking thing, homie. There's rules in every shit. My mama always told me, because I didn't want to clean the house. I didn't want to do some shit. My mama used to tell me back in the day. My mama sat me down and she told me, I don't give a fuck where you go in your life. There's always going to be rules, my son. You know, if either the rules here or the rules in the streets. But if you don't follow those motherfuckers just for crossing the street the wrong way, you'll get a ticket type of shit, you know? It's just like, you got to know this type of shit. There's rules. And the only thing that you know, separates you, the dichotomy between all that shit is that, did somebody explain the rules to you, or did you just went along with the shit and you just went in it, you know? That's the dichotomy in this whole thing, bro. But there's rules in every fucking thing. So I'm all about rules, bro. What are the rules? You know what I mean? What are the rules? You know, okay, these are the rules. Okay, let's go with that. You know, but and that's what I'm saying, homie. You want some solid motherfuckers, give them the rules up front, you know, and let them know the consequences and shit. I don't know. Maybe they brought that shit up in their group. Hey, bro, if you fuck up this way, we're gonna put your shit up front on the internet. Maybe that was one of the rules, but I don't think that's right. I think you should have handled that shit in private, dog. You know, especially if the dude didn't do no shit like that. He was just doing kinky shit with him and one of his wives and shit. So, you know, and the wife is the one that did some bullshit, going to another strange man talking about their kinky shit. But in my book, you know, that's what I see. But I mean, it is what it is.
There's a lot to unravel. There's a lot to break down and everything. You feel me? First with the women, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that's why, you know what I mean? You got to understand, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, people do not understand this realm and don't understand men and don't understand women, bro. That's why before you came on, you know, I was talking about, you know what I mean, that if you're lucky and you're born to parents, a wise mother and a wise father that explain these things to you, they explain this realm to you, it's still, life is not going to be easy, but at least you have an advantage, you know what I mean, that you know the rules of the game. Meanwhile, the majority of people, bro, the majority of people in the world, they're not lucky and born with wise parents. You dig? That explain to them everything that needs to be explained. So the child grows up and to become an adolescent. The adolescent keeps growing up and becomes a young adult. The young adult keeps growing up and becomes a older adult, etc., and so forth. But he never really, understands the game. Never really understands this world. And then when we talk about Jesus and other people of that sort, there are people that really understand this world, bro. They'll tell you, or might not even tell you straight up, or tell you in a parable. It's not wise to be like that. It's not wise to do this or to do that. Now you can go ahead and do it. It's your motherfucking life. Like this part of this life is about decisions, bro. Like that's a rule. See, there is rules and laws to this land, bro. You got the laws of science, and you got the laws of the universe. Once we understand all these things, bro, we're gonna be on higher levels, and we're not gonna be dealing with petty ass shit like what you talking about, these dudes that something came out, so now they're being petty. That's like, you know what I mean, we brothers right now, right? We everything's cool right now, right? Oh, we're brothers, you know what I mean? But what happens if later on, you feel me, something foul happens between you or me, or except whatever, it doesn't matter who does it, and then all of a sudden, oh well, I know this about him. Well, how long you known that? First of all, how long you known that? And you still kicking it with him? Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's called being petty. You know what I mean? That's what that brother was. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he got caught up in some shit, and now he want to spill the beans on everything that he knows. That's why groups fall, bro. That's why groups fall, because somebody gets caught up by the police, and then they just start telling everything. You know what I mean? Oh well, you know what I mean? This dude didn't pay me my money. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell all the dirt that he did, and it just snowballs after that. Then it becomes like a Donnie Brasco and goes, he becomes a CI. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of like, let me share this real quick, bro. This is what I posted earlier, and I want to see. It says there are 3 types of friendships. Can you hear me or see? Or I know you're driving, so there are 3 types of friendships. The first 2 are situational, and by their nature, more fleeting and ephemeral. Meaning, it comes and goes. You know what I mean? It just here, there, 1 minute, gone the next. It's cop and blow. The third friendship is much more substantial and very, very rare indeed. So the first friendship is called the friendship of utility, meaning use, utility. Things that are useful. We want things that are useful. You know what I mean? Our hands are useful. Our brains are useful. So a friendship of utility is when we derive a mutual benefit from the friendship. When the benefit diminishes, when the benefit is gone for one or both parties, the friendship fades. Ain't no more friendship no more, because you're not doing nothing for me, or I'm not doing nothing for you no more. There's no reason for us to be friends no more. Friendship number 2 is called the friendship of pleasure. The friendship of pleasure exists when we share a common interest or pursuit that we both enjoy. But that may be our only connection with the other person. Like it breaks it down even more. So the friendships of utility tend to occur frequently among old, friends, or saying the day ones, people you grew up with. You got old business partners, work colleagues, school, you know what I mean? Like, it's a friendship of utility. Like, oh, well, you could do this for me. Well, I could do this for you. We both coming up. Let's come up together. You know what I'm saying? It's a friendship of utility. I got these sacks I want to get off. You want to make some money? Well, you know what I'm saying? We both benefiting each other. The friendship of pleasure are more common among young people. High school sports teammates, college buddies, summer friends, gang members. You know what I mean? Because what does it say? He says, like, they have the same interest, the common interest. Oh, it's the gang, the color, the same pursuits. Oh, you hate the ops, I hate the ops. So that's all the friendship of pleasure. Then you got the third group. The third group is what we're gonna call the friendship of the good. But we could change the name. It could be like the friendship of a mission. You know what I mean? The friendship of purpose. So it says this group includes both mutual benefit, like we're both gaining. You know what I'm saying? It's still a utility. You coming up, I'm coming up. And shared pleasure. Hey, you enjoy coming up, I enjoy coming up. You enjoy money in your pockets, I enjoy money in my pockets. But it is not based upon either. It's not. That's not why we're rocking with each other. I'm not rocking with you just because you're useful to me. It is based upon virtue. See, that's a word that a lot of people don't even know what the fuck it means, let alone spell it. People can't even spell virtue. You see the good or the greatness in them, and they see the good and the greatness in you. These friendships take time and intention to build and maintain brick by brick, but they can be enduring and impactful, and they may last a lifetime. They may last don't mean that they will, or until the mission is complete. And I hope everyone finds, you know what I mean, that those type of persons and those type of bonds, which is rare. It might not come. That's when they say a real friend. You feel me? And the first two groups come a dime a dozen. You feel me? The first two groups come a dime a dozen. So when you was talking about those groups, you feel me? It was an interest type of thing. Oh, you're entertaining me, or I'm learning something from you. You know what I mean? It was a that type thing. But when they fell apart, well, that's when all that pettiness came out. Whoa, well, you didn't know he was butt fucking another dude, and he had a boyfriend over there, and his wife was getting rammed through over here, which was unnecessary. And people don't need to hear that. You got something to say?
Can you hear me, bro?
I hear you now.
Okay, yeah. Nah, yeah, bro. Shit. Are you speaking? That's what I mean, bro. It's just the rules got to be laid out, bro, before you continue. That's all I'm saying. That's why, I don't know, man. There's a lot of dudes don't know what they're saying when they're saying what they're saying, bro.
Facts.
You just got to be on this shit, man. You got to know what you're saying, man. That's why I was bringing this whole shit up, bro. Like I was an orphan, bro. Like growing up, I had to learn this shit all on my own, dude. Right. A lot of these dudes been, in their homes, and nobody been putting them on this shit. I've been in the streets, dude. I had to learn the hard way. I tell my wife, dude, I've been fighting grown men since I was 13, 12 years old, bro. Like grown men, dude. They used to, come on, motherfucker, put him on. And a lot of these dudes don't know this shit, dude. And that's why, just stay home, dudes. Don't fuck with this shit. And if you have a dad, man, go learn from your father, man. If you have a good father, go learn from him, because a father will teach you, bro, respect. I was out there in the streets, bro, disrespecting these grown dudes, thinking it was just like regular shit, because my mama used to do it, but she was a woman, dog. She got excused more, You a man, bro, you get treated different. If you don't learn the rules of this shit, bro, you're going to get your ass whooped out there. You're going to get handled, That's why we need fathers to teach us homie how to respect other men. Cause I was out there dude disrespecting grown men, like and I fucked that dude up, and cause I thought I was tough as fuck, bro. I thought I was tough, but no, dude. And there's no mercy on you as a man out there in the streets, dude. These dudes will fuck you up.
Yep.
You know, they'll put hands on you, bro. Like, so you know, you stay home. Don't deal with that street shit, homie. Try to unite with some real motherfuckers that's trying to do good in this life. Don't get caught up in that shit. Because, you know, unless you're not ready to bleed and go through the pain type of deals and the disappointments, bro. Because there's so much backstabbing in that shit, though. It's gonna happen to all of you motherfuckers. Every last single one of you guys that think you got a homie right there that's gonna be solid, and nope, not in that game. I promise you, dog. I don't care how good it is and shit. You know, how many beers y'all drunk together, how many bars y'all hit, or you know what I mean? How many females you guys passed around together, dude? Sooner or later, dude, they flip. I know this shit. Stay home. You know, do good. Help your help humanity shit, homie. Help the people around you type of shit, you know. Be good to this life, but stop being part of the bullshit, man. The bullshit only is gonna give you bullshit back. And that's my message to if there's a youngster spot, you know what I mean, listening and you know, whatever, dude, or go ahead, have at it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember back in the day, you know, I was a little young G, and I used to be the same way. Nobody can tell me shit, dude. I have to go find out myself, you know. Go ahead, have at it, but I'm letting you know, bro. That shit right there, there's no loyalty in that type of shit. You know, that's what they used to call me in the streets, bro. Solo. I never trusted no motherfuckers like that. Sooner or later, dude. I mean, in that game, I never trusted motherfuckers like that, bro. Like I said, they try to fuck you. That's why I never even have like, bro, I didn't have a girl until I got older and shit. Like, I got my wife in my 20s, right? You know, just because of that reason. Why, dude? You get locked up, and then you got to deal with that shit right there. I didn't want to have no children either, dude. Like, if I get locked up, I'm gonna leave these little motherfuckers behind and shit. You know,
right.
I used to, like you said, this is chess, not checkers, dude. You know, it's easy to learn chess, though, but it's hard to master this shit. Understand this shit, bro. Trying to look 5 fucking moves ahead.
Exactly.
Knowing what's gonna happen to you in the future. You got to see this shit. You got to be a visionary when you get into this type of shit. That's what chess is about, being a visionary, bro. Being able to see things before they happen.
Exactly.
You know? And that's how you got to look at life. If you're going to get into shit, dog. If not, don't fuck around with it. That's my message to any young motherfucker. The OGs, they know what I'm talking about. They don't even got to listen to me.
The OGs, you know, they went through it the hard way because, you know what I mean, if the OGs feel the message, you know, they had to learn the hard way too. You know, they didn't take heed when they were young. That's the whole thing. We're supposed to want to skip the process. We don't want to. The whole key is we want to teach the youth what we learned late. You feel me? Teach the children what we learned late. You don't have to be 20 to learn college, university things, bro. You don't have to be 30 to learn how to wake up. You don't have to reach 40 to start learning how to build. You dig? But the thing is that's why it's very important that the majority of us, the majority on this earth, why does everybody feel this type of hate toward the oppressor? Because damn near everybody is feeling oppressed. Who's the oppressor? A lot of people can't tell you who's the oppressor. Like, I'm talking about identify who exactly are the oppressors. Some people be, oh, the rich, oh, the Jews, oh, the these cats, this class. You know,
who makes the rules? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's the oppressor. Who makes the rules, bro?
Who part of it? Who makes the rules? But then you got that Rockefeller quote that says, "I don't need to become a politician to make the rules. I could pay the politician to make the rules for me." So
now you got two now. Now you got two so far. You got the guy that want to influence the guy that makes the rules.
And the one who's selling out,
Yeah.
out the people. So first of all, some people be like, well, the politicians are, well, they're only part of the problem. See, it's similar to like how you were talking about the Bible, right? That you can't solve the puzzle when you're only dealing with part of the problem. You only have part there, or that's why the word is rigged, bro. When the game is rigged, it means that you cannot win, bro, because you're playing Monopoly, but the one who's holding the bank, they're cheating, bro. So you're trying to really work hard. You're trying to play by the rules, but the ones who are holding the bank, they're cheating their asses off. Yep. So the game is rigged. So what does that mean? Well, it means that if you want to step back and not play the game anymore, well, you know, that's where the word boycott comes from. I believe in that. I told you that's the reason why I became vegan. It wasn't that, you know, not only vegan, but I didn't want to eat fucking drink Coca-Cola anymore, bro. I didn't want to eat fast food anymore. I hate McDonald's, bro. I think that Ronald McDonald, they don't even use Ronald McDonald no more. But I believe he's the motherfucking devil, bro. Like he's one of the image you could use as the devil. That's why I don't fuck with clowns. Real clowns or fake clowns. I don't deal with clowns. Now, I respect humor. Humor is very important. Humor heals. So I'm not always serious, bro. Like I can laugh, bro. Sometimes I even fake laugh to myself. You feel me? I sound like the fucking Joker by myself. Nobody said nothing funny, and I'm just over here. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good. You did? I recommend, bro. People smile more. Smile. I used to walk around as a youngster for fucking hella long, mean mugging, bro, because I thought that was part of being a man, and I that's what I wanted to be, part of this hellhole, you know what I mean? So I was just mean mugging. There was a rap song that said, I keep a mirror in my pocket, so I practice looking hard, and I adopted that shit, you know what I mean? My dumb ass adopted that shit, so you know what I mean? I keep a mirror in my pocket, so I practice looking hard, and that's like what you said. When you practice looking hard, bro, people are gonna test you left and right. That's what happened to me. I was always getting jumped. I was always, you know what I mean, getting tested, and I had to show what I was worth. And I'm still here. I'm still standing.
Yeah.
But I recognize. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was telling you, bro. I was advised, you know, when you came around certain dudes, you better not crack a smile. That's weakness and shit, and they're gonna get you for that type of shit. And I could never be myself, bro, because I'm a dude that like smiling. I like to crack a grin. You know what I mean? I like, even when I'm in my devilish moments, bro. I like to smile, bro, before I do some bad shit too, you know. But not around these guys. You better keep that hard face, bro, because they'll see that shit as weakness type of shit. And then that shit right there starts forming you as you go on in life. You become this sour looking motherfucker, bro. You know, slowly but surely, you become this dude, man, that you really ain't. You know, don't let that shit craft you.
And it blocks your blessings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now people don't trust you. You know what I mean? Now people don't want to rock with you. I had to go through that, especially out here. You know what I'm saying? Like people would be like, bro, you just scary looking. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? They're like, nah, bro, but it's the vibe, bro.
It's the vibe.
And that's and you have to. But so now, you know, I agree with you with that counsel, but then you got the Joker, bro. There's people that when you smile, you're like, oh shit, like, yo, man, if this motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's what's interesting about this world, bro. That there is no real set truth, bro. It could be either way. You know what I mean? That's why there's the law of duality. You know what I mean? That sometimes it's like killing is bad, but sometimes you have to kill. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, it says murder. Yeah. Murder and killing is two different things. Murder is bad. Killing is sometimes it has to be done.
That's why I used to get a headache with these Christian bros, bro, because they tell you should not kill. You should not. I was like, dude, you know how these laws were put out, right? Like, dude, Moses got these laws in Mount Sinai, right? Like, that's where he got the laws. What was the thing that go kill those Canaanites? They were talking amongst you, like in a group. Those rules were given. That's why when they talk about the what is it, the Constitution or the independence and all that shit,
The Bill of
every
Rights.
man, what is it? Every man created equal and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know they were just talking amongst themselves, right? Because
Yeah.
a lot of Hispanics and black dudes, they're like, hey, bro, like, how come the Constitution and all this shit? And dude, you didn't exist in their fucking space. You were not part of this shit, dude. You know, I was like, you were not part of this shit, my dude. This shit, you got to put this shit in context. Like when you read the Bible, that Bible's talking to those Israelite guys. Because right after that was like, go kill those Canaanites, go kill the Hittites, and go kill all this shit. And you should not kill. It was not pretending to everybody, dude. There's context in this shit. That's why everybody loves Jesus. Because and even Jesus, he said, I only came for the house of Israel. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. You know? It feels like
Hold on, your phone, your message breaking up,
click.
man. Your line.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it over. Take it over, man.
Nah, go ahead. You just came back clear.
But yeah, that's what I mean. So you got to push. Yeah, you got to put this shit in context. Who was the Bible? They were talking amongst each other. They're clique. They're hood, bro. The Israelites and shit. Just like the independence shit, bro. The whole the Constitution, all that shit. What the fuck you think they were when they say we the people by the people weren't there, like the public motherfuckers weren't there. It was them. They were calling themselves the people. Those rich motherfuckers. Who was in there? Whoever the motherfuckers, Benjamin Franklin, all those motherfuckers that was in that room. We by the people, you know what I mean? They were talking. You didn't write that shit down, and they was talking amongst them, bro. So when you see these laws, hey man, like they took the guns away, they're taking speech, yeah, because it was never yours, stupid. They are free to say whatever the fuck they want. They're free to got with guns out here. That's what I say. Split up word Constitution. You've been conned to be in this institution, bro. They made you believe bullshit. You've been conned, bro. None of those rules apply to you, dog. That's why you gotta get in California, bro. I think you gotta like 6 months before you can get that fucking gun. You gotta be on a waiting list. It's not just simple like that, dude. There's no such thing as the right to bear arms, freedom of speech and shit. None of that shit, though. All that shit is institution. You've been conned to be in this institution. The American dream, like the other bro. You must be dreaming to think that you got some kind of freedom in this bitch, though. You got to pay attention, dude, like the context and shit. Yeah, go ahead.
It's great that you bring those all those things up because it's all true, and that's why people need to really unlearn what they've been taught, and that's also a skill. You know what I mean? I had to pick up on that, growing up too. You got to ask yourself why people can't understand the context. Well, right now on the screen, I'm sharing this book that I have. It was sent to me by a teacher, and it's called The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America. You know what I mean? And this is I'm showing because this is the reason why a lot of people can't pick up and read the Bible or read any book or read the Constitution because they think they're smart, bro. They think they're smart because they went to school, they graduated high school. Some people even got diplomas from universities. Some people even got PhDs, but they're not smart, bro. You know what I mean? Because they were taught in an institution that didn't want to make them critical thinkers, So a lot of people, that's why for us that we want to form this association, this group, where everybody, we have to come up with our own dictionary, bro. We have to come up with our own dictionary and define what each word means. So everybody in our camp understands that if you use this word, You're using it as this dictionary defines it. You did what I'm saying? So if you say a certain word, you have to understand that this is what you're saying, not what you were taught over there. You dig? Not
Exactly.
you know what you were taught over there. You know, that's it. It's still information, because like what we were talking about earlier, you know what I mean? Even the bad things that happen to you, you know, there's still lessons to be learned. You know what I mean? Everything is a lesson to be learned. It's part of the experience. You know, like when we were growing up, bro, if we didn't have a rough childhood, or we didn't have parents to guide us, that's the reason why we're so well spoken now. That's why we understand this dilemma right here, right now, because we've been through that. See, I understand, bro, that this message and what we talk about, it's not for everybody, bro. Because if somebody you know, in this channel, I read about the Jesuits, right? And I read about the Jews and different topics like that. But I tell people I'm reading it as somebody who doesn't know nothing about this topic. So let's learn and grow together, right? So somebody who has read 5-10 books about the Jesuits and already knows about the Jesuits, you know what I mean? They're gonna come to this channel and be like, I already know this. This guy is starting from scratch. So my message isn't for him or her. You know, our message is for those brothers that's really lost in the sauce. But they understand that they want to change. They want to be better men. And they don't understand why this happened to them, why they believe in what they believe in, why it's been so rough to them, and why, you know, they're always getting bumped and bruised and scarred, and you know what I mean? Like, that's who we want to reach, in part, to be like, hey, man, it don't have to be that way. You know what I mean? We can hit the gym, bro. Let's get stronger. You know what I mean? Let's get in the ring. Yeah. Let's learn how to fight. Let's learn how to build shit. Let's, you know, but before we can learn all that, we have to unlearn. You know, we have to deal with our trauma. We have to talk about these past experiences. Like when we talk about, you know, the group in the powwow, and sometimes me and you, we talk about in private, like, hey, you know, that's the experience. That's what happened. Like these words were said. These actions were made. We're not stuck there. We're moving on. But bro, if that didn't happen, me and you wouldn't be having these lives right now, bro. We wouldn't have the bond that we have right now. And we wouldn't have the future that we're going to build. You did?
Yeah. I feel it, my bro. And that's what I mean. And this is good shit to have, dude, because I don't want to be in that type of circle no more, bro. Like like when bros were saying, you know, all that, you know, New Testament, Old Testament, all that shit, and I just have to like, shh. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't want to offend nobody, because, you know, the moment you say something, motherfuckers will be like, hey, man, what the fuck, man? You're supposed to be part of this Israelite shit. Da. Nah, bro, it's all about, you know, getting this shit straight before we go in. You know, and I feel like a lot of dudes, you know, they're presumptuous in that fucking group. You know, they think that we all rock the same way. We all bring, no, dog, like, you know, like, and I've been watching this Hebrew Israelite shit for a while, bro. You know, but I never got it, bro, because all these people got different ways and different beliefs and different. So that's why I needed to touch bases with that group, just to see, you know, where I was at and where everybody really at. And like you said, you got bros like the Waters, and later on you see how he got dissed and shit. They dissed him because he didn't agree with them, you know. They went hard on him, you know. And you know who went harder on him than anybody else. And then they talk all this brother love and all this other shit, and they just push a motherfucker off like that. I'm not the type of dude like that does that, bro. I'm gonna disagree with you, but right here, bro, certain things that the Bible say, hey, iron sharpens iron. If I just, you know what I mean? And you know what happens when fucking iron is sharpened? Man, there's a lot of cuts going on. There's a lot of things, a lot of sparks and everything, dude. You know? So you gotta be well. You better
have protection. You better have protection, and have those goggles that like soldering, right? You got to have those goggles, because your vision will get fucked up. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's what I mean. And these dudes, they don't like those sparks. Only they just, no, get the fuck out of here. Nah, you can't just throw that sword away like that, bro. You gotta sharpen it, dude.
Just
You know?
the sound scares some. You know, the pling, 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 pling,
Yeah,
pling.
yeah. You
You're
know,
like, oh
and
shit, like
and that's why,
damn.
bro, and that's why I disagree how they did that little bro like that. You know, I know he had like a heavy attitude, but dude, you guys can't deal with this dude. Bro, this is internet shit. We just dealing with him on the internet shit. I have
Right,
to deal with dudes like this on the flesh, though.
right.
You know, on the flesh, bro. You guys can't deal with this shit. Nah, get the fuck out of here. We don't want to hear you. Nah, listen them out, hear them out, bro. But we're gonna sharpen you right here, dog. Just like but I didn't like that shit, dog. And I remember some fools will come on the comment talking shit, trashing the bro even more and all that. I'm like, you guys are weak, dog. You know, because that's how you guys do it. No, right here, though, we gotta check you though if you want some bullshit, but I'm not gonna push you out because I know you about this shit. This is what you want. You want to learn, though. And you prideful. I get it, but you're not gonna get let off that easy. That's why I sent you that little message telling you how I was cool with the bro. I sent him the message telling the bro it's cool, bro. But who's ain't ready for that spark, dog? They ain't ready for that spark. They think it's gonna be all nice and dandy, but you know what they say? Diamonds are built under pressure, homie.
Right.
If you want to really get this shit, dog, if you really want to shine, motherfucker, come and get it. Come into the fire. And that's how I look at this shit, And it's like 2-3 brothers there, That's why I even give Messi props when he came on last time. He's like, look at that motherfucker, like nothing happened, dog. I like that shit.
Right.
That's good, because I already did my piece with him, bro. You heard me on the Discord. I was like, my bad, bro, but he was his fit. But he came on, bro. He did his thing and shit. I like that shit, like that shows you something. It's time to dude, you for reals, you can't handle a couple sparks and shit. It really like it takes you off like that. You was a weak ass metal from the get-go there.
It's real difficult, because I used to be heavy into sports. I still am heavy into sports in a certain way where I study, like I became a coach, you feel me? So I study, team building, you know what I mean? And not only sports coaching, but team building, bro. And to build a team, even a business, you know what I mean? You got to have the right people at the right positions. You know what I mean? Like even in the military, bro, who are we gonna put at the guard? You know what I mean? You can't just put anybody at any position, bro. You can't just in the rush to build whatever you want to build. You know what I mean? Just have a whole bunch of pawns, bro. No, we need rooks, we need knights, we need bishops, kings and queens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some people they want to be. You know what I mean? There's a quote that says, "In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king." You feel me?
Yeah.
I
feel that.
And I don't want to be that one-eyed man. You know what I mean? Just everybody else is blind, and I could see a little bit, so they proclaim me king. Nah, bro. I want everybody to see, and now that everyone can see, and if you still think that I'm honorable or mentionable to be king, well, damn, like then I have to really, like, you know what I'm saying, humble myself and put myself in service. You feel me? Because now y'all know the truth. Y'all could see, and you still think I'm worthy. Well, damn, I'm humbled. You know what I mean? I'm honored. But the average motherfucker, he wanna, you know what I'm saying, just because he know a little bit, he wanna manipulate everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
I feel that.
I see right through that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, and that's what it was in the whole scripture thing, homie. That's what it was about. It was all about like, look how much I know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look. I read more scriptures than you, bro. And that's why I told you, bro, I had to step my game up and shit, because I used to just watch these dudes in the screen, but then I went and hooked up with the brother and shit, and I was like, then I was on the lives with them, and I gotta start reading this shit, and then I realized there's a lot of fake shit here, dog. These guys they've never read this shit. They never read this shit, bro, like, because I started reading the Bible, like I told you, like I know, not like scriptures and all that, because I know, bro, back then they didn't have no scriptures, they don't have, no verses and no chapters. It was just a straight letter, right? That's how they found this shit. They didn't find it with chapters and numbers and none of that shit. So I read that shit like, dude, just like that Jose Vega dude. He went off and then he had to agree with me later on. You know me, he tried to backtrack and say, no, I never said that, bro. You said the all this shit already came to pass, bro. But for somehow, just so you can keep pushing your agenda, bro, you keep pushing this shit like still happening. And they're talking about black people being the Canaanites and all that shit. That's why I got out of that shit, bro. Yeah, at first I was going hard on the Canaanites because I didn't do my diligence. You know, so I thought black people Canaanites. Then I went and I had to be real. I had to come on that shit. I was like, that's not talking about it, bro. That's not talking about that shit. And fool was like, yeah. Nah, I even told y'all that shit ain't talking about it, bro. And it's making us look bad. And I didn't come here for that shit, bro. Because, you know, I'm trying to get along with everybody, bro. But at the same time, I'm believing in the scriptures, and in the scriptures telling me we got enemies, and it's the white man and the black man. And I had to put this shit into perspective. And I realized that ain't us, though. We're not the Israelites. I don't know who the fuck it is. And we ain't the Israelites. Maybe we're the Israelites in this matrix, bro, today. But for that shit already happened. That's what I'm saying. Watch that old Matrix movie. Watch the Matrix movie. It tells you there's been many Matrixes. Like, motherfuckers don't know how to read the message. Bro, it tells you there's been many Matrixes before, bro. Many Matrixes before, bro.
And,
yeah, go ahead.
Now, who's controlling the Matrix now? And if the Matrix is a hologram, it's an illusion. You know what I mean? This shit can get reset, and they could, you know, and they could. Humans are programmable, bro. That's why if you go to different countries, look, bro, you're not even. Let's not even talk about different countries, bro. You in the United States, you're driving through many states, bro. So everyone in the United States, they're so-called American, they're United States citizens, but every state is different, bro. They got their own way of speaking. They got different foods. They even got different fast foods, bro. I didn't even know that back then. I thought that, you know what I mean? That, bro, there's fast foods that are in the East Coast that's not on the West Coast. And you got fast foods that are on the West Coast that's not on the East Coast. Like In-N-Out Burger. You know, In-N-Out Burger, they don't have it in the East Coast. And in the East Coast, they got certain companies that they don't have it on the West Coast, you know? Like White Castle and shit.
Yeah, I was just in Mississippi, bro. I went to the Dollar Tree store and I was looking for some lentils and shit. Yeah. You know, lentils, and they didn't have none in the store. So I wanted to boil me some lentils and make me some food in the truck. And I mean, that female, right? Still ghetto, you know, I still use the bitch word sometimes. That female, bro, she was like, what? Lentils. Lentils, they look like beans. I was like, you know, after I described the shit I was looking for.
Lentils beans, lentil beans.
Yeah. And then she was like, oh, okay, yeah. You're not from here, right? Like she was speaking with that Mississippi sound too, you know? Right. I was like, nah, I ain't from here. Yeah, I can tell by your accent. She's like, where you from? Cali. Yeah, I can tell by your accent. I like, yeah, that's funny because when you go over there, you got an accent. I was like, you know, and shit, you know, but she couldn't tell for her own fucking life what the fuck I was trying to say, bro. I was like, lentils, but she was speaking funny to me too. And shit, you know, we just different everywhere we go, you know? And especially here, dog, you go to Louisiana or the South, motherfuckers be like, they be talking funny as fuck to me. Yeah, they're like, hey, they know what they're saying. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's what I told you on you know, one of these privates talks, you know what I mean? Private chats that, you know, like, so if you went to Nicaragua, for example, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, you're an outsider, bro. You know what I mean? You're never going to fit in. They're never going to see you, you know what I mean, as a brother. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have that misconception because, like, for example, there's hella black folks that's going to Africa. You know what I mean? They're going to Africa because they're like sick of the United States. Like people is leaving the United States a lot, but you got to have money to leave though. That's what a lot of people don't get. Like you got to have money to travel. So if you want to move completely to a whole nother country, expatriate, you know what I'm saying? You got to have money. So a lot of people are going to another country and then they're finding out that, bro, these other countries, they have their problems too. You know what I mean? See, that's what we have to understand, that this whole world is full of problems. You can't run from problems. There's no way that this life is about problems. That's what this life is about. And when you solve one problem, you're going to have another problem. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you solve a problem, you're creating another problem. You know what I mean? So let's just accept it. That's a blessing that so what do we want to become? Well, let's just nip it in the bud. We want to become problem solvers. You know what I mean? And then we want to be so efficient that we solve our problems that now we're solving other people's problems. You know what I mean? And then we're solving community problems. You know what I mean? But before we can solve and get to those levels, we need to help ourselves. You dig? And then going to these Jews and these elites who really control the world is because they already dealt with this. They see, we're still in our ABCs. You know what I mean? They're on their X's and Y's and Z's. You know what I mean? But because they lived this over and over again, and they've dealt with this over and over again. You know, so they're not trying to start from scratch. We're starting from scratch. You know, we're dealing with, like what we were talking about, the powwows in the other group, that we got to deal with these understandings that, or those brothers in that camp. What's it called? That Hebrew Israelite camp, that guerrilla type camp, whatever they was called. You know what I mean? They're going through ABCs. The Sakari group, they're going through ABCs. Why? Because they put their faith in somebody. They put their faith in these people, and now they feel betrayed because they believed in these people. Well, that's their fault. That's not the gay dude's fault. The gay dude's just living. You know? Yeah, your phone just started acting up, and it seems like you just went out. So, you know, we want to, you know, to bro, if you find this channel and you find these chats and you find you have the discipline to listen, because listening is a skill and listening is an art. The majority of people, they cannot listen. I had to learn this skill. I like to listen now. And I like to really, but part of listening is really understanding words. Because sometimes we have a conversation with another person and he's saying one thing and you're understanding something different because you haven't agreed on the words and terminologies that's being said. You know, that's like a lot of gangs, you know what I mean? They have these terminologies that to them they're negative words, you know what I mean? But to a civilian, it's just a word. It's just a regular word. But in that gang culture or around that gang region, it's disrespectful, you know. And each gang has that because each gang has an opposition, and each opposition comes up with these terminologies to disrespect the other gang, the ops. That's just natural. You want to be disrespectful. That's part of the gangbang life. Be the most disrespectful you can. You know, your phone breaking up right now. We can't. Okay. Well, right now you just came back. Go ahead, say what you're saying.
No, I said the last thing I heard you was talking about the gay dude and stuff and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, like. Go ahead. Yeah, anyways, it seems like you're going through some kind of rough patch. I don't know where in the United States we're in on the road again. Where you at? But you know, there is rough patch. I mean, you know, different countries have, different companies, different cellular carriers. They have different regions where, you know, some are better than others. In some places, you know, you got Verizon, you got AT&T. Then you got the Metro and you know what I'm saying? You got all different companies and they have different in the future we need to learn about that. We need to make our own antennas. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Us being dependent. We talking all this high power shit, you know what I mean, about this and that, but we don't even know how to make our own Wi-Fi antennas. You know what I mean? Or understand Wi-Fi. Go ahead. We hear you now.
Like I was telling to you, bro, like I was saying to you, you're not gonna know it all. That's why you gotta hook up with the brother that knows about the antennas.
Right,
You
right.
gotta hook up with the math. And, when you got your own gives, and shit, that's what I'm saying. In the future, 10 years, Elon Musk thing, right? You seen it? They're saying within 10 years, AI or the machines are gonna outsmart us, bro. Even the smartest man, but they can't outsmart us all at once if we all connect together.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
But the fact of the fact of the matter is, it sounds good. Like that's the truth. If we all connected together, we would be a force. We would be unstoppable. But the fact of the matter is that we come from this matrix, and in this matrix, we've been programmed. I don't know if it's human nature. It might be human nature, bro. It might be human nature because I study a lot about human nature, bro. You know what I mean? And I told you about human nature, bro, and about poverty, bro. That everybody amongst men, right? Oh, we all talk a good game, right? But soon as women come around, you know what I mean? People start acting different. He want to be extra funny now. You know what I mean? Or he want to, you know what I mean?
I go harder and shit.
He want to, put an extra 25 or extra 50 on his weights. You feel me? Like, oh, come on, bro. Or if you playing basketball, you want to do some extra shit. So let's recognize this shit, bro. So when women are around, men by human nature, they want to do extra. You know what I mean?
They be putting this woman on the pedestal. Hey, bro, reminds me that don't ever put no female on the pedestal, bro. Reminds me, my girl went to the restroom one time, at the Walmart. One of the stores, and she's like, man, those bitches in there blowing it up, man. They're all rah. I was like, bro, like, dude, stop putting this woman on pedestals. Then they make you act different and act all different and shit, bro. These women too, when they come around you, they act all like they all these, man. I will
add to that. I agree with you. Don't put an average, an average woman who, don't act right, don't talk right, don't put her on a pedestal, you know what I'm saying? But if you find a righteous woman, a wise woman that is willing to build with you, willing to go through hell with you, willing to bang on the beast with you, willing to raise your kids right, willing to eat right, willing to, really, vibe with you, because you're the conduit. Supposedly the Bible says that the man, got to seek God, and the woman got to find, that's why the woman got to bow down to the men, according to the Bible, because she's not supposed to bow down to any man. She's supposed to bow down to the man that's with God. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, but it's the opposite nowadays. Women don't want to listen to a man. There's a woman in the houses because some dude is simping, though. Most men are simpish right now. Like they just like, oh, she's the boss. She, I gotta talk to the boss first. You know what I mean? And all that shit, dude. Like
we can't generalize, bro, because there is many. I agree with you. A lot of people don't, because it's the matrix, bro. Like, we have to understand that a lot of the things that look, what language are we speaking right now? We're speaking English. Why are we speaking English? Because we were conquered and colonized. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean when they say a happy wife, a happy life, but nobody mentions the husband and shit. What about us, bro? It ain't all about the fucking wife, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
What about us, bro? Hey, what the fuck is that?
The reason why is because when there's a crisis, like you hear it in the movie Titanic, right? When there's an emergency, the phrase goes, women and children first. There's a reason for that, bro. Because
but not nowadays, bro. Women had, like I said, like you said, I don't want to generalize, bro. But just by seeing what I see, just when I see all these meetings and when I see all these things, the way women talk, all this shit, bro, like women, they're fucking delusional nowadays, bro. They're delusional. It's hard to put this in this scenario. It's hard to put these bitches first, bro, nowadays. Because they're fucking delusional.
You're not supposed to put a bitch first. Like, that's the, you know what I mean? See, that's the point where I'm trying to get, bro. That the women nowadays, since the feminine movement, or even before that, I was just watching a black and white movie with my lady the other day, just yesterday, and the lady in there was smoking a cigarette. And then
Yeah.
and this was this is back in the like a 40s, 50s. This is like an old movie, bro. 60s maybe. I don't know. It's a black and white movie, right? But then see the reason why I bring it up is because I read in the book about Bernays. You know what I mean? I forgot his first name. Something Bernays, you know, that he was the one, he was the master psychologist. He has a book called Propaganda. He's the one who the military paid to use against Guatemala, bro. Like they used his tactics to brainwash people. Edward Bernays. I've mentioned him plenty of times, bro. Like I understand, like
he's the one that went and trained those motherfuckers in Guatemala, no? He was training those motherfuckers.
He's a master psychologist, bro. Like he knows how to brainwash people. He understands how to run game. He knows how to manipulate people. He's a master manipulator. So you know, he's a psyops, but he's like the father of that type of movement. So he got people brushing their teeth. He is the one who got people eating sausage and bacon for breakfast. He is the one who got women smoking cigarettes. He was part of the feminist movement. People don't know this. If they knew this, that's why I told you about the vegan, why I became not eating this shit. It wasn't the healthy thing, right? It's like I'm not a health nut, bro. Like sometimes I want to fucking stuff my face with bullshit, but I don't, because I understand the program that when I was young, I used to eat Twinkies, I used to eat Ho-Hos, I used to eat Cheerios and Frosted Flakes, and I used to believe they were great. But then I understood that was brainwashing. I was brainwashed. They brainwashed me when I was a child. So I felt resented. I hate these motherfuckers in that sense. You feel me? That they brainwashed me as a child. So I started wearing Giant hats and 49ers clothes. And I started banging for the team. And I started becoming, you know, street life. And I wanted to do this. And I wanted to do that. And I wanted to go eat Pizza Hut. And I wanted to eat McDonald's. And I wanted to go on the dollar menu. And I wanted to go to Disneyland. Everything was programmed. I was programmed.
Yeah.
That's what got me to the point where I'm at now. When I read the data, when I read the information that these motherfuckers brainwashed me. So now I understand. Go ahead.
I mean, some of us didn't even have a choice. Some of us are just starving, bro. That's how I feel like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, none of us had a choice. Go ahead.
Like I used to judge because I lived in group homes, right? And they used to put me in group homes with black families a lot, you know. And they used to call, you know what they call their food, soul food, right? You know, and I'd be like eating that shit, and I'd be like, what the fuck is soul food by this shit, you know? I didn't like soul food, bro. I truly believe that soul food, the real soul food, is Mexican food, right? So I used to be like, everything in there is pig, yo. Everything was pig. Everything was oily. Everything like, look at Big Mama house, like how she looked type of shit, you know? That was like, and then I used to pay. Then I looked into the history, how they came up with this soul food, bro. You know, in the garbage and shit, bro. They went in the garbage and whatever they found, because they were starving these people, you know? So they made whatever out of scraps. And that's what they know. And that's how they came up. And that's, so you don't fault them like, bro, that's you have to survive, right?
But that lesson, you're not only talking about black people, bro. You're talking about all the people of the world. That lesson, because if when you travel the world and you do the Mexican history, well, they went through the same exact
shit.
Thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Exact
same
shit.
Yes, that's what I mean. And I get it now. But like I said, the soul food, it was like trash and shit, dog. Straight dumpster food, you know. And it was like they don't know how to make tortillas. They don't know how to do none of that shit, bro. They just knew what the fuck. Like most of the food, if you think about it,
they made cornbread.
Yeah, most of the food they make white people's food still, just in their own way, though. You know, they just add their own twist to it. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? The white man makes the same shit, bro. Chicken fried steak, they make the same shit. You know, all these type of shit, dude. It's the same shit. They just put their own twist to it, because you know, because they got their food from another source and shit. So I understood, bro. I never liked that food, but I understood, bro. I never liked soul food, and I never thought it was soul food, bro. But to them, it was soul food. I like your music. I like your sports. Fuck your food. I was like, I don't like that shit. That shit. And that's why everybody look obese like crazy. And two, with the Mexican people too, bro. Look at the way they eat too.
Well, that's what
Lenguas,
I was gonna just
cerebros,
say.
homie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Patas and shit, dude. They eat all this nasty shit. And they're like, But look how they look in Mexico. That's what I'm saying. They always poor Mexican people are like, dude, they ain't skinny over there like in Ethiopia. They ain't running around starving, bro. They want nicer cars and nicer shoes and nicer things. But look, most of the motherfuckers out there obese.
Why do you think 6ix9ine is out there, bro? Why do you think why do you think he's out there? And why do you think, like, bro, this world is full of shit. It's not even bro. These names of these countries don't matter, bro. Because Mexico is not Mexico. The United States is not the United States. El Salvador is not El Salvador. Nicaragua is not Nicaragua. Guatemala. These names is just what we go back to what we were saying, bro. It's not our fault. That's what they taught us. They taught us these names. So that we use them. That's what we use, you know. But the fact of the matter is, when we study history, we find out that that's not what it was. That's not what it once was.
And I always judge people by the way they look. Like when I go and look at historical countries and shit, and they're talking about, man, we haven't ate. It's like a fat motherfucker saying that. Like, yeah, man, food here, food. You must be eating all the fucking food or something, dog, because you fat as fuck, you know. And I'd be like, nah, dude, that's not what it is. You just want these nice things, dude. There's food right there. Like in Nicaragua, I was looking about Nicaragua, bro. You know, like they were talking about all this poverty and all that shit. But I was like, everybody eats there, though. What? And then, like you were saying, the other thing is perception, the way we look at things. Like, what is poverty, bro? You know, is it because you don't have a nice car, or is it because you don't have food? What is it, bro? What's poverty to you? Because I'm a guy, bro, that, like, I tell my wife, bro, I'm ready to go back home, type of shit. You know, this motherfucker sometimes, bro, if you're willing to come with me, baby, let's go. You know, I'm tired because I'm good with little things like food and water, man. You know, and some free health care type of shit. I don't need all these shit. I go give me a horse, bro, type of shit. That's what they know. Some motherfuckers want to marry one day. Some motherfuckers want the house and shit, bro. You know, I'm good with the little things, but some people I know, man, this is poverty, man. I don't like this shit. You know? I'm shit, dog. I'm dead serious. Sometimes I'm like, bro, I don't need none of this shit, really, dog. I'm a guy that I get into this. I want to learn how to grow. You know, I know how to do all this different type of knots and shit. I'm a guy that likes doing knots and shit, bro.
That's
what's
up. That's what's up. I respect that.
I get into these things. A lot of people are like, well, why, bro? You don't need that shit. I don't know. I might, bro. I like getting into that shit, bro. You know, I like
that person that tells you don't need that shit, that's poverty. I don't give a fuck how many cars he has. You dig what I'm saying? I don't care if that person told you about learning knots, right? Like, I see, I don't know how to make too many knots. I think the only knot like I really know, and keep it real, I don't really truly know how to do that, the fishing knot. But the thing is that I know that making knots is part of success and survival. Hey, hold 1 minute. I'm gonna take this call. Go ahead and take the lot.
Yeah, bro. Like, you gotta come up with like some shit. Like, you gotta learn shit on your own. Like, I don't do it because I need it now, but I always think with it. Like I said, this shit is chess, my bro. You gotta look at this life like chess. 5 moves ahead. Like, look, check this out. I might not need these knots right now, but later on, you never know. Shit might crack down, bro, and I need to do some shit. And, you know, I need to handle some shit. And just like fishing, bro. Like, I might not need some food right now, but later on, I might need to, bro, learn how to fish and go get some food because your family might be dependent on this strategy, on this gift you got. That's why I got to learn this shit, dude. And the more I learn, the more like you said, banging on the beach. That's how I bang on the beach, bro.
Right.
By learning things that, you know, they're not the average man don't know how to do. Motherfuckers like learn cars. I'm like, but cars weren't here, though. Like when they made this shit up, you know. So yeah, it's good to know about cars, bro, electricity, all that shit. But I can't work on a car unless I go and get it from them, bro. To be honest, but these things like knots and fishing, and I don't need they don't need to provide this shit for me to go get this shit.
You know what? I'm glad that you said that, bro, and that's how I know. You know, I've known for many moons because you didn't drop a lot of gems on people, and I don't know if they listen, but you didn't drop a lot of gems on people like gems, bro. And you just dropped another one, bro. And I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to emphasize on it. Because when we say banging on the beast, right? You know, it sounds good. You already talked about that. A lot of people, somebody might want to fuck around and, you know what I mean, make some t-shirts on that. You know what I mean? And while we still over here, you know what I mean, just talking on it. Somebody else, you know what I mean, want to take over and take the slogan, everything, whatever. Okay. But what is banging on the beast? Well, you just said one, bro. Banging on the beast is learning skills, bro. Learning skills that will make you independent, more autonomous, you know what I mean? So you don't need, because in the future, bro, people are going to be so dumb that they're going to need robots. You feel me? They're going to need AI and these robots to make a knot. Imagine in the future, a human being won't even know how to tie his shoes. Do you think that's do you think I'm exaggerating? Because I can imagine that 20, 30, 40 years from now, maybe longer, maybe less, a human being won't even know how to tie his shoes. And they'll have to call a robot, or they'll make shoes that don't even have shoelaces no more. You feel me?
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. You know what I mean?
They're already starting on that, because you see the new Skechers, they're just slip-ons. You feel me? Like that's the future. Shoeless. Why? They're gonna in the commercial, you know, the marketing is gonna be like, why tie your shoes? That's the thing that's the thing of the old ways. You feel me? Why? Now you don't even have to. It's true. It is true. Tying your shoes is nasty, bro. You know, you're touching your shoes, bro. Sometimes shoelaces, they touch all kind of shit on the street. I do agree with that. Like, see, go ahead.
But if you knew like something simple like a square knot, because everybody use the granny knot when they tie their shoes. But if you knew something like the square knot, bro, you wouldn't have to tie your shoe more than one time, bro.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's all you have to do. You know, like if you just knew a simple knot, homie, but it's because you only know the granny knot. So you go and tie your shoe the granny way, and that bitch falls apart every day. But you ever heard of the square knot before?
It doesn't come to mind right now, but I can imagine that it is just the one that you just pull. The one you just pull.
When you tie your shoe, bro, you just go the opposite way from the granny knot, which everybody goes to the right. You just go left, and that's the square knot, bro. And it looks like a square. But the whole point is, bro, that's why people got to retie their shoes and but simple shit like that. They don't teach you that. They just teach you the little loop. You know what I mean? But
so
simple shit like that.
And I even had to correct myself, because I said that I didn't even know how to tie any knot, and I do know the granny knot. You know what I mean?
There goes the granny. That's the granny knot, homie. Just the regular, you know what I mean? The loops, you know that, bro. That's the granny knot.
So see, we want to clarify these things, not for anybody else. If somebody catches these lives and catches this wisdom that we call wisdom, somebody else might be like, oh, they're just talking bullshit. But then they'll go around and go watch Chespirito, or go watch the Eagles, or go watch the Lakers.
My bad, I don't mean to cut you off,
no, go ahead.
I remember I was in a motherfucking, I was coming out, right? I got out of this little dock, and some other trucker got stuck, bro, because it was like snowy and it was really slippery right there. He couldn't get out, homie, for the life, you know. He couldn't get out.
And
I was like,
okay.
You hear me?
Yeah, you just got stuck for like 2 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he was stuck, bro. And I was like, damn, bro. Like, oh, well, I got this rope. I had this rope, bro, the strap. I was like, here you go, bro. Tie it up to the thing. I'll pull you, bro. I did my end. He was tying his other end, right? So I pulled out of there, homie. You know what I'm saying? But his knot came apart like this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right. Because I was trying to get him, I ain't going to try to teach a man about a knot. Maybe he knows his own shit, you know? So I let him do it. Then I was like, oh, shit, bro. Let me help you out, bro. You know?
Right.
So I did my little thing, bro. I did my little quick thing on it. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, he was like, oh, shit, man. You must have been in the Marines and shit, you know, because I pulled him out, bro. We tied the knot real quick. It was like less than 2 seconds. We did the knot, got him out of there, right? He was like, man, you must have been in the Marines, huh? You must have been in it. Like, nah, man, I just look on YouTube and shit and learn how to do knots, man. I told it to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was like, dude, I would have been like, oh, fucked up over here trying to figure this shit out. But then I'm like, bro,
Right.
you got YouTube, bro. You could have just went and looked up that shit, how to tie a knot real quick, bro, and get your ass out of here and shit. But the whole point is, bro, motherfuckers don't even think of that. Like, you got all this information and shit, though. But instead,
Right.
like, dude, we live in these times, bro, where you use AI is gonna take over one day, though, to the point where
Right.
you're gonna be dumbed down and shit. But you can use that bitch. You can go and ask AI whatever you want, though, and look it up and all that shit. And you can become smart as that bitch becoming smart with you, though. Because she's learning from you. She's getting all the information from all these other people. Though. What you think this whole service is all about? Why they give you service? They want to know. They want to get this machine smarter, dude. They want to know how the human mind thinks. And you got to go and know what this bitch has been collecting, too. You got to get smart, dude. You got to learn about foods. You got to learn about gardening. You got to learn about fishing. You got to learn about nuts. You got to learn about everything, dude.
But
You got to learn how to make your own car, you know?
the
Yeah,
thing
go
the
ahead.
thing is that, you know, I read a lot about, you know, because when I wanted to change and I wanted to, you know what I mean, become a different and a better man, you know, I don't know where I came across it, but, you know, through the research, and I read a few books about habits, you know what I mean? And
You
they
got to make it
all
a
say the
habit.
same, they all say the same thing, bro, that human beings, we're creatures of habit. So it doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter what you
The
want.
repetition. It's
What
all about
matters
repetition.
what matters is what you're used to. You know what I mean? So if you're used to, like I once was, watching TV from the top of the morning all the way through the day, all the way through the night, then watch a movie, then watch more TV, then play a video game. And then that becomes a habit where that becomes one day, then it becomes the next day, then the next day, and so forth. Well, then that is the habit. And that's where the wise parents come in. That wise parents, they teach these habits from the youngest of ages. It's like, for example, a young, small child, they need structure. They need discipline. They shouldn't be up late night with the parents. Oh, the parents want to watch the movie, so it's 2:00 in the morning and the child is still running around. I did that.
Shit.
I did that. My child was running around, but I didn't know any better at that time. This is new information for me. If I knew then what I know now, well, I wouldn't have been. I would have probably took the TV out my house because I told you. So going back to, you know, the knots and everything. First of all, we need to recognize the habit loop. You know what I mean? That we're creatures of habit.
It's
Our
like
habits. Go ahead.
it's like Bruce Lee, bro. Bruce Lee, he always tells you, don't practice styles. I mean, like he said, don't fuck with styles, but practice every style and then lose it all, basically, homie. Like, cause you know how you lose it all, cause it's gotta be natural, bro.
And
You
be
know,
like
like
water.
don't settle. Be like water, you know, like so you start like that, bro. You start practicing the regular stand, the other, you know, the softball stand, homie. You know me, the jumpy, the steady, all that shit. You do that, bro. But you got to go every day to the gym, every day, every day, every day, every day, bro. And then one day you lose it, homie. You just know they you like in the army they tell you we're not paid to think, we're not trained to think, we're trained to react. You know, that's what they do, bro. That's why they got you out there aiming and shit, rolling and shit, doing all that shit, running. Because when the moment comes, bro, you just want to be on point with this habit, homie. Like you were saying, with this repetition and shit.
Yeah,
And most
yeah.
motherfuckers don't, bro. You
It
know?
becomes
Yeah,
the word is automatic. You feel me? Where
yeah,
you just wake up in the morning and the bed's already made. You feel me? Like
yeah,
that's why in the military, that's like the most important. Like if you listen to motivational speakers that want to change people, they say the most
yeah.
important thing is to wake up in the morning and to make your bed. You feel me?
Make your
because
bed. And it,
because
a lot of us
because
don't do that.
right, because
That
once
bed.
your bed is made, that's your first success story. You feel me? Like you could say, okay, you know what I mean? And then you could build from that. See, we want to build brick by brick. Well, that's the first brick. We wake up and we make our bed. Okay, see, like you said, many of us, and it's true, a lot of people don't make their bed, bro. They just wake up, get up out of it. The bed is, sheets is sloppy, everything's sloppy, and they just go about their business. You know what I mean? Then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
happens and over and over and over and over, and then it becomes 25 years later, and then you never made your bed. You see, and that's
Yeah.
why, these conversations is of the utmost important. If nobody's listening, it's true. Like right now on the live, maybe one or two come through and listen or here and there, but maybe later on, because these are still live. You feel me? These are gonna be they're archived. You feel me? They're
Yeah.
documented. They're gonna be there. They're recorded. So somebody might come through and hear this. So the point is that there is ways to change, bro. But you got to change your habits. And before you change your habit, you got to change the perspectives, how you see things. You feel me? Because some people are negative. I would never change. That's just me. That's just my sign, my horoscope sign. That's who we are. My family or my
That's called that's
culture.
called that's called comfort zone. Everybody like being comfortable, bro. But that's
All
what I
my
told you this morning. We started with like, hey, get ready for the pushback this morning, bro. That's what I told you.
right,
Because that's
right.
good for you, bro. To have a little
Yeah,
pushback in life.
yeah. You
You
said
know,
that.
and you gotta push back, it's good. But don't just sit there comfortable, bro, because when you get pushed, you just start getting mad because leave me alone and shit, dog. That's not how life works and shit, dude. You gotta be
Right.
able to push back, and it's a give and take constantly in this life. That's what I'm saying. It's a give and take, bro. It just never stops. You gotta be willing to go out there, like I said, be a diamond and go under that pressure every day. Like like when I first started driving, bro, trucks, right?
Right.
I was scared to even drive right next to these motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
But I told you my story, bro. I had no other chance. That was like the only thing I see myself doing to come out of the hole I was in. I
Yeah.
was looking at 7 years in prison and shit, and I came out and I had nothing. They should have took my car, they took my house, they took everything. And I had my family living at her mom, so I gotta go. And that's the job I kept seeing. Truckers, truckers, we need truckers. I like, fuck it, I went in, bro. And then we had to jump in this bitch and start doing the driving test. And, this bitch, I mean, at the time, I'm used to driving this little four-wheeler. So, I mean, I'm in this big motherfucker now. And there's like 10 of us in the truck doing the training, bro. And I see all these motherfuckers around me, scary as fuck. For me, bro, I was, man, like, the more you run away from the problem, you know what I mean? The more you're scared, bro, the more you're going to have to deal with the consequences. So let's just go forward, dog. So when it was time to take the test, bro, it was time. I was my heart was beating and shit, bro. Because if you start the truck one time, you fail the bitch automatically, and you can, you have to you have to have the clutch and everything, you know what I mean, on mode and shit, though.
Yeah.
So I see these dudes that went before, and me, bro, fucked around because I don't like being last, bro. I like going first so I can get that shit out the way. I don't like the suspension, you know what I mean? I don't like the suspense, you know? So I was like, damn, bro, like, and they put me last, bro. For some reason, I had to go last. And I watched all these dudes. A couple of dudes fail. One dude came back. He didn't even make that block. He turned around. They brought him right back because he got scared like a motherfucker. And all that shit, dude. You know? But I went on, bro. I just wanted out, like, let's do it, Let's go. And I went, bro, and I did my thing, homie. I did the whole, boom, boom, boom. I went on the blocks. I went on the freeway. And on my last light, bro, I'm almost there. I could see the fucking yard. I stole that fucking truck, bro, because I was so happy. I let the clutch out, bro, too soon, and I stole the truck. And I remember just screaming like, no, we went crazy, though. And the fucking dude looked at me like, don't worry about it, man. I ain't going to say shit. You did good, man.
Yeah, your live just got stuck. You just got stuck right there. But good times, man. You know what I mean? That sounds like a great experience. Sound like it was a good time for everybody. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody was great. Everybody was rooting for your success, and it was a success. You just stalled at the end. You know what I mean? It was your first time, so you know. You know, shit happens. You know, you learn from that. Now, you know, I don't know how many miles, how many hours you've been driving since. You know, there is that the that 10,000 hours bit, you know, that it says, once you learn, you reach mastery when you reach that 10,000 hours plus, right? You know, whenever you do something 10,000 hours plus, you know, you supposedly have reached mastery. And you know, I go back to, we started talking about this because Brother Vlad was talking about doing knots. You know, we need to I recommend to anybody and everybody listening, you know, do puzzles. You know, do all kinds of different puzzles. You know, boggle the brain. You know what I mean? Do mind twisters and mind benders and test your brain. If you don't want to like do puzzles, learn a new language, learn a new skill, challenge yourself. You know, talk to people that you know that are not just yes men, that don't agree with everything that you agree with. You know what I mean? To develop skills, not to just, you know, argue nonsense. That's not what I'm saying. If you don't feel that's a better route, then, you know, go get yourself a Rubik's Cube. You know what I mean? Or there's tons of different puzzles that one can do. Because I had to learn this at a older age, that, you know, these are skills that supposedly taught to youngsters at a young age, as a child age. There's different puzzles for different ages. We know that. Driving, everything is a puzzle. This life is a puzzle. Everything we do is a puzzle. Everything you do, there's a sequence, and there's a right sequence and a wrong sequence. We need to be careful with those people that be like, there's no right or wrong. Nah, bro, there's the right ways to do things and there's wrong ways to do things. Just because, you know, you know your wrong way reaches a satisfactory result, you know, which is good for you. You know, the point is getting to the end zone, or to the crossing line, to the finish line, right? But, you know, we want to do it in an efficient manner, in an efficient way, in a safe way. We don't want to put ourselves in danger or others in danger. So let us learn, let us grow, let us become better. And that's what we're about. Like, you know, if you're tired of, if you're sick and tired of, you know, the nonsense, you know, there is a new day. You don't have to be, you know, stuck in a rut like where we once was. So we're going to end this live with the final words, and it's about finding balance. There couldn't be better time to focus on your mission and purpose. And this applies to your relationships and to yourself. What do your commitments look like? Do they feel like something you can believe in, that you are really behind on? Or do you need to make some changes? Because this is the perfect time to change. Today is the perfect day for the rest of your life. Today is a great day for you to make that shift, for you to make that pivot. Unless you're happy getting what you've been getting. If you are happy getting what you've been getting, then simply keep doing what you've been doing. But if you see other people, you know, advancing in their life and getting better, then, you know, we need to, like with me and Brother Vlad was saying, is get new skills, learn to do new puzzles, learn, get out of your comfort zone. You know, some people have to get out of their comfort zone going to jail. You don't have to go to jail to step your game up. For some people, that's exactly what has to be done, you know. But it's not the. I don't recommend it. Brother Vlad, you got any last words you want to tell the people? Oh, we got Brother Vlad live still being stuck or something. We can't hear you, Brother Vlad. I don't know if you can hear us over here, but your video seems stuck.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, right now you just came back in.
Yeah. My bad, bro. Just you know how it is and shit.
Nah, we all know. We all been there. Yeah, we all been there. You got any last words you want to tell people, man?
Okay, like I said, bro, get ready to be uncomfortable, bro. And you know, gotta go learn some skills, go get the motherfuckers out. And like you were saying, bro, that's how we bang on the beast, bro. You know, that's how we do it, by getting, you know, being more self-efficient and shit, doing your own shit. You know, Bible type of shit. Don't depend on that Bible, man. Buy your own Bible now, man. Tell the whole world what you see, homie, so they can read it in 1,000 years from now. You know? But yeah, go ahead, my bro.
No, that's a great message, bro, and that's how we want to end it. You know what I mean? That you know, that goes for all of us. You know, even with this technology, all this was new to me at one point in time. You know, I wish I could do better. You know, with the visuals and with the audios and you know, but at this point in time, it is what it is. You know, there's still a lot for us to learn. You know, we still got other applications to learn, more skills to learn, more languages to learn, more places to see, more people to meet and touch, you know. But, you know, we putting out the call to action. If there's anybody out there, brothers or sisters, that can relate and, you know, want to be part of something and they want to bang on the beast, because that's basically the motto of this whole thing. You know what I mean? You know, we want to rise Leviathan. You know what I mean? We want to become, you know what I mean, the new powers that be, but we're far from that. You know what I mean? And when we do get in power, we don't want to abuse power. We're going to put other people in power, because one teaches another, and another teaches two, and two teaches four, and that's how we're going to grow.
Exactly. You never know. The guy that helped us with this technology might be listening, homie, and be like, man, these motherfuckers need my help. And he might he might come through, be like, hey man, I can help you, know, with that shit right there.
Yeah,
but, my guy.
And we're not just talking about technology. We need, you know, like I told you, that it blew my mind when I learned the new perspective, right? Because the truth was always there. It was just me that I didn't look at it like that, because I was ignorant. I was young, you know, I didn't know how to learn right. So, you know, in the military, I used to think that military was just full of soldiers, and then I found out that the military, they got secretaries, they got doctors, they got engineers, they got technicians, they got people that just put fuel in the tank. You know what I mean? Like you know, they got cooks. That's all they do is cook. You know what I mean? They feed. You know what I mean? They feed the military. You know what I mean? And they are military soldiers. They are part of the military. So when that helped me out, it's like, hey, we need all those people in our camp. You feel me? I'm not gonna be doing everything. I ain't gonna be cooking and cleaning and this and that and building and speaking and touring. No, bro. Like, we need a lot of people. So if there's anybody out there that want to, you know what I mean, be a part of something, well, you know what I mean, shoot us kites, you know what I mean, shoot us private, shoot us messages. You know, we're not hard to find. You know what I mean? We're easy to get in contact. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I went to Brother Yakashai just, I think, last night or yesterday, and on one of his last lives, and in the comment, I went to the bottom to the last comment, or maybe it was the first comment. You know how sometimes it's the last is first and first is last. You know, when somebody put, I don't know who it was, and was like, "Where is Brother Vlad?"
Yeah, there it is, bro. I'm right here, my bro. I ain't hard to find, like you say. I'm right here, bro. Just look at Vlad and shit, baby.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and we're still building it. And we want all these brothers and sisters, bro. We need lawyers. We need doctors, bro. We need nutritionists. We need people to have different perspectives than us. So when we say something like, well, this and such herb, right? Well, taxes, right? We need tax people, you know what I mean? To like get us about these taxes, because there's a lot of things we could do to pay less taxes and get more money. And at the end of the day, we don't even want to be part of that. But still, we were talking about taxes the other day. There's still a lot to learn in so many areas, bro.
Exactly, man. You hit it on the point, bro. It's always good talking to you, man. You always bring out the best out of me, bro. So I like that.
Yeah, well, that's what luminaries do, and likewise to you, bro. You inspire me to be the best, and that's why, like I said right here, you know what I mean. Those who seek the truth are more than friends; they are brothers. You know what I mean. So that's how what I mean. I want to have a brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I mean. I want to, but it's not going to be a fluke. It's not just going to be just because we meet each other in traffic. Oh, you're my brother. Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta
go through these tribulations, bro.
Right. And succeed. You know what I mean? Like go through it. Like, you know what I mean? Not just, like when we say go through these tribulations, like, oh, we're gonna get beat up and we just got to suck it up. No, let's go with the punches, but we gotta win this bitch. You know what I mean?
Exactly, my bro. There it is.
All right, brother. And then I love you. I love anybody that comes through here on some positive vibe and banging on the beast. Until next time, stay up, stay safe, keep your eyes on the prize and your eyes on the road, man. Peace.
Say wise, bro. Peace.
Conspiracy theorist by now.
For it now.
Let me tell you, if you are not a conspiracy theorist by now, it's because
you are not intelligent.
Let me tell you, if you are not a conspiracy theorist by now, it's because
you are not intelligent.
They wasn't ready for this back then. They probably not ready for it now. Those that sleep forever gonna be sleep. Those that woke.
Yo soy la reencarnación de Tupac Amaru.
Wait, what?
De Tupac Amaru.
Tupac.
Yo soy la reencarnación de Tupac Amaru.
That's lit.
De Tupac Amaru.
Gang.
Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. They sold us the illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worry that my music has the power of healing. Unleashing all the demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy. Why do you think justice blind? Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. They sold us the illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worry that my music has the power of healing. Unleashing all the demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy. Why do you think justice blind? Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun.
That's hot. That's hard. Too real.
I know you've been patiently waiting, miseducated, anxiously aching for a blue eye to say it, but I'ma do you a favor. Unlearn what you've learned, the proof is on fire, let that motherfucker burn. Babylon's on fire, the devil's a liar, they know that they time's up, so wise up and rise up.
That's fire. More fire. That's lit. Gang.
Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. They sold us the illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worry that my music has the power of healing. Unleashing all the demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy. Why do you think justice blind? They sold us the
illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worry that my music has the power of healing, unleashing all the demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy. Why do you think justice blind? Soy la reencarnación de Tupac Amaru. Hold up. De Tupac Amaru. Wait, what? Yo soy la reencarnación de Tupac Amaru.